Johnny was the only one in attendance.
His mother almost got remarried to this guy, Johnny, that she worked with at the store. And Johnny's mother wouldn't have it because grandpa was Jewish.
Or maybe that was the one. Maybe that was the second.
Potentially.
Oh, you do.
We try. Play nice.
So he did take it in spirit. It was so positive 14.
Yeah, I just said that.
Right.
For
No
me,
being adopted, but
he was a
Dad was
really
happy to be
positive
adopted
person.
and take on
I would throw a lot.
Jacob's name.
Husband.
Norm Salt was nice. Quick, easy name.
Honestly, I remember he was always so like upbeat and, you know, always had a good.
He's also NO, so.
Personally, I admire him. Really do.
Huge presence.
Yep, absolutely. That's the word, a huge presence.
Yeah.
You know, seriously.
Big influence on all different people's lives.
Yeah, and how blessed are you for that?
You know,
That's,
we would say like, we never thought that would be appropriate. Yes, yes. Our procedure. 7 days and he went into like both Evan and Dan's like classes and did like workshops and things. Yeah. Been involved and a part of their lives. Got to talk to his great grandkids, you know, on Skype, you know, so he was like, yes.
Pandemic.
Yep. He was there and Evan was like helping him parents mom. Yes, yes. You were there.
What would you like to do for
Right, right.
That's what you want to talk to them.
That's what he wanted. I love the one where I went. Yeah, no, that was a good picture audio. Yeah, that was great.
That is not. All the things, I'm not tolerating that.
Yeah. Her face, yeah.
That's when I introduced him to tacos. Didn't realize he went 90 years without tacos.
Yeah. And he had like her eyes and her mouth. Yeah, her face. Yeah.
Yes, it's live.
Nice.
Oh, did you want to share something?
Well, this is first class. Puppy deserves the best.
Live stream.
Always so
That's
handsome.
for.
I sent it to her. I know she hot cooking to the live stream now. Live stream is live.
They did your hair so much. I think it's extra.
How you doing? Yeah, it looks great, doesn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, no, here we go.
Wow.
You're good. Okay, now that my. You're visiting.
Yeah, that's what, yeah.
That's nice. Yeah. 98, I've been in that hospital myself. I had, the end of last year, I went in with pancreatitis. Just before that, I had a Watchman put in. Watchman is a device they put in to ending. That's one of the chambers of the heart. That is supposed to prevent prevent heart, so that I could go walk, things like that. So, that, I went in and had pancreatitis, which is very good. So I was not supposed to cut it. Then, after a while, then I said, I feel all right, and basically just fine. I got it back, started better again, and then I got a piece of pancreatitis. Right. I was in the ambulance and saying, yes, they should have morphine for me as soon as I get in there. And the nurse said, "It's your pancreatitis." Well, I'm not sure. I think you have to do it next door. But they thought I was, I said, kidney's still here. They thought they might have to. It turns out that was fine. I don't know. What they don't know. Just crazy. Yeah, I know. A lot of colors. A lot of colors.
Chuck his parents are so awful when he was just a retest. Here.
And then Gemma was my sister. She was age.
He hasn't been clean shaven in like a really long time. Since then, and
I think we got our fair share. Yeah, sent it somewhere else.
with the red hair. Yes. This is hers is natural.
I'm not so strong anymore. God has given me way too much.
Yeah, there's some few redheads in the family.
I mean, we were at Rutgers because Addie gotten better. We were gonna put her in the hospice at our house. Now, I can't live with her. She can't live with me. We need 24 hours. Look, it was just, it's so exhausting.
So much excuse, you know?
Yeah.
His skin always looked so good, like probably because he shaves so much hair, you know? He didn't have lots of wrinkles, you know?
Yeah. Just changed over time.
She was like crazy. Yeah.
It's just crazy.
Here,
It's really just crazy.
here's how.
Look who I brought.
It's like, I don't, my sisters don't even know. I live like that. Yeah. I live, I mean, it's real. So this gentleman is Sam, he was one of the friends, I hadn't realized who he was. Some door down here.
Yeah.
So we went to breakfast like with them. And those were
This is really messy.
really nice.
Nancy Schwartz.
Sam was running, a new garden.
So keep doing that?
Which you yeah. It's very active, it's towards reading, activities and former veterans, so we were like,
So is he?
so we got them to meet, they hit it off.
Yeah.
I was able to add the rest of those. Do you have any more that you want, or just
I
those?
had a few more, yeah, just, they closed up.
Yeah, my comment.
I know.
It looks like Joanna's not gonna make it. She was feeling sick.
Yeah.
She thought she might have COVID.
Oh, God.
So she's taking a test when I left.
Yeah.
But,
Oh,
she doesn't spread it.
Yeah, absolutely. Lester.
Yep, sort of purple. Okay, and then I'll finish it and I'll make it fun.
No, it's a photo of a photo. So you can send it. I mean, like, do it.
So when we going for lunch?
I know, that's what, I know.
When we going for lunch?
He didn't have any great
I've been trying to coordinate, I know,
know.
Patty, but you just, either I'm in the hospital or
He
something.
bounced with skin cancer, like the top of his head, his nose, yeah, but, no, but he was amazing. Yeah.
This is one of my favorite things.
Jason,
We used to go out to eat.
on his son.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lori's the son.
And Gregory, yeah, yeah.
I can't help it, I get a birthday every year.
I know.
We're blessed to have met him.
So I know I'm working on it too. I don't wanna get a-
It was funny, like, when they were sitting there, like, they were having trouble hearing each other, wherever we went,
Yeah, right.
But they communicated, yeah. I know, they were like patriots.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Adequate exercise.
I don't know, maybe there's also issues, but the main one that I'm thinking of is maybe about this time.
He played ping pong, like, when he came down to New Jersey, like, he was, like, playing ping pong, like, a couple times a week, and he joined a tap dance class. He got coerced into tap dancing, so, and he tap danced at his 95th birthday in 97.
Michelle, you good? You good? It's saving you the insult.
Oh.
And we'll move some.
landing.
I'm actually, knock wood, but today, not bad. Yeah. But, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
That's right. Well, that's what I tell people.
Yeah, that's
Don't
hard.
feel
I
fucking
know,
sick out of your
I know
brain.
you are.
So, you know, I have my oxygen thing in
He
the
played
car,
against like,
if I need it,
played
you know.
ping pong against like these women in their 70s and 80s and
So he was
they were
in,
kicking his
he was in.
he said they were like really good. They were like, you know, knocking it like
And he was in there
out.
and he got like pneumonia and urinary tract infection. Then he got better, then he put him into rehab at the Elm. And then he was there for a few weeks. And then he got sick again and went back to the hospital.
We were all set to, you know,
Yeah,
bring
got
him
better,
home.
and he went back into the Elm. And then the third time it was just, I said, forget it. So we put him in the hospital and then we just went into, this last time was just too much. It was over like 3 months.
Oh my
Back and forth. That's just like,
So
we're there every single
Joey
day.
is like, he's gonna
And
come.
it's like, you know.
She's like adopted me now.
You can't leave them alone,
No, you can't,
because, you know,
they don't take care of them.
one, he couldn't even push the button, so if he had a problem, he couldn't get it. You know, at one point, but then he got, and they stopped giving him certain med, which he should have been on.
Behind you.
Yeah, yeah.
Peaceful place.
He's in a
right
much
now.
more
Yes.
peaceful place now.
Yeah, he's tap dancing with the angels.
Exactly.
Yep, yeah.
He's
Enter-
Yeah.
entertaining the angels. That's
He
right.
is, I'm sure he is.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for coming.
Yeah.
And we should still do a brunch sometime.
Yes, definitely, yeah, let us know.
Okay.
Yeah. Come
It's,
down to show.
That was fun, that was,
That was fun.
maybe come down to it, yeah, that was fun.
If you can, it's not that far,
Yeah, yeah,
45 minutes.
yeah. How's Sharon doing? And your brother?
Cody's getting married, my brother's son, Cody's
Oh,
getting
wow.
married overnight.
Yeah, where do you go? Evan's getting married, September 21st.
Yeah.
2 weeks.
My youngest son is getting married too, October
Nice.
27th. Oh my goodness,
Well,
so exciting.
well, these are good, this is good.
This is good.
I like hearing about that.
These are good things, exactly, yeah, happy things.
Yeah, but,
And he's going to Italy on a plane with me as well, so.
yeah. You wanna sneak aboard with him, or take a trip back to Italy? He wants us to go to Italy, so
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind, I've never been to Europe, so.
It's a great place.
Someday,
When
keep saying
my
someday.
dad and Evan were at the Coliseum,
Yeah,
Evan
we'll have a date next time.
said,
Exactly.
he's gonna be back
This
at
day
the
is when
Coliseum,
we're partying.
and he'll
Exactly.
be back at a certain spot.
That's cool.
Evan did not realize, Evan did not, you know,
Thank you.
Evan did not realize like how, you know, how long it would take to walk around the Coliseum, so it's like, okay, where is he? So like one of the police like said, you know, sir, are you okay? You know,
Excuse me,
help
are
him.
we gonna move that like in the corner here or
I'm trying
something?
to, you know,
Yeah.
I'm
Okay,
waiting for my grandson.
give people some room.
Going around the Coliseum.
Mm.
So they connected, like he was kind of like, you know,
So Dad wasn't walking all around.
no, Evan was, and then and Dad was reading, and he's like, where's that?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Great people. So you still.
Excuse me, are you starting the live stream?
Yeah, it is on.
It's on. Oh, okay, okay. Good. Oh, thank you. I wasn't sure when it was.
Yeah. When I came, I started.
Okay. Thank you.
Really tired this week.
Yes, yes. It's like an effort to try to do anything and like keep
Yeah, well,
forcing
Hey, we'll
myself to
just
take
do it
it off
now.
and notice.
Yeah.
and now I don't. No, it's, so, well, thank you. I really appreciate it.
messed with Dad in the hospital. I was standing there, and like I was leaving the room, and he was lying there, and he looked very peaceful, and the sun was in the background, and he just, I said, that was the last time, I saw him. And it's weird because like a bunch of the family came, and we were there, like the whole day pretty much.
Just getting comfortable.
What are you hopping up and down, Sam?
His hands. Yeah, no. Thank you very much. We'll try to get that lunch together.
Yeah, okay.
It's so good to see you,
Appreciate
Sam.
it. Let's get that lunch.
Yeah, definitely. If I'm handsome.
Sam, is it? If you have any questions about fruits and vegetables and trees, he's the guy.
That's, yeah, right.
There's no
Right,
after this.
don't forget, stay on, and thank you for your service too.
Thank you.
Bye.
Laminated home activity, so.
Sorry, it's on. You have time, you might want to pay census, but.
Hang in there.
Again, celebrate his life is a wonderful thing.
Yeah, he put a lot
Time
of,
to be celebrated.
There is.
happiness into a lot of people's lives.
Yes,
Right.
absolutely, that's what I said. He has a soft spot right here.
Yep. Yeah, you were adopted by him.
That's right, that's
absolutely.
He had a bunch of girlfriends.
Oh,
Excuse
well,
me.
he's such a flirt.
I know.
He asked half the nurses to marry him. So.
Like, right, till pretty much the end there, yeah. Yep.
He really was.
Like when he came back into the hospital the second time, they were like,
The Norm's
oh,
back."
Normie. Normie's back, right. I was like, oh.
He is.
Yeah.
Talented, smart, funny,
Yeah.
what else do you want? And I have to say, your mom, Gracie, she was
Yeah.
a lady.
And let me tell you,
We heard some stories though.
we've heard some stories.
Yeah.
Well, he worked with old women.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
early
So-
elementary education,
He
yeah.
would get together with them and go off skiing.
Like take off the
then-
middle of the
right.
week for skiing.
Or they'd go off and go to the beach. So he'd be jumping into a car with like 3 or 4 women and go off the beach. And Grace is like going,
What is this?
and so one time she took his fins and stuff like that and threw them at him.
This is what his friend Helen said.
Wow.
We were like, wow, we didn't know
What?
this. Yeah, oh my.
He's,
Quite a character.
And he went out to the car and he goes, let's get out of here. They took off.
I can see him like it's a convertible. He jumps in and goes, let's go.
I know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm envisioning in my mind.
Right.
How old was he when he married her?
Oh, they were pretty young. Yeah,
Like 20, 23?
yeah.
Like,
Is that
it had to be like,
Well, wait a second, he got out of the,
oh wait,
he
no.
was not still in the army,
No,
so.
they got
he
married
went
in
when he was 18.
1951.
Oh, then no. 28? Something like that?
He's 3 years older than mom.
Yeah.
24, yeah.
24.
He was 24, mom was 21. They were babies. Yeah.
To that time frame.
I know, right,
Yeah.
right.
Right. Some
Yeah.
people got married at 18, 19.
Right, 15, 16.
No.
Well, in certain states, 13, 14.
No,
Brothers
no.
and sisters.
Yeah, we took a lot with our family in Texas. But they're, fortunately, they're sophisticated and, you know, they're not rednecks. So, thank God. All right.
Thank you for coming. And
Give Dennis a
I
hug
hope
from
everything
us.
goes better
Thank
with
you.
this. And if you need something, let us know. I'm not sure how much I can do,
We got weddings coming
but,
up
you know,
for
if you
a
need
bunch of us.
some
Yeah.
lights somewhere or something.
Yeah.
Youngest son's getting married October, so yeah.
Nice.
We're excited.
Yeah.
Where you have, like,
Down in Little Lake Harbor.
okay,
Yeah, New Jersey.
Local, yeah.
that beside you.
Okay.
In a state.
Better than Canada. My oldest
That's
son
right.
went to Canada.
Right.
That was pre-COVID, was COVID. They
Yeah.
had to postpone been married for 2 years, because the orders were closed for 2 years. Yeah. They were supposed to get married July 24th, 2020. And that's when COVID hit, and, yeah, so 2 years later, then we had a service up in Canada. Yeah.
I remember you took pictures, it was gorgeous. I know, it's like, but you guys had to wait, yeah.
Now I'm waiting for a grandchild. Let's go already, I'm getting old for this, you know?
It's kind of out of our hands, you know?
It's out of my hands.
Yeah,
but
but, you know.
I'm like, let's go, I'm already
Come
70,
on.
I don't have too much left.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know, it's crazy, sitting there going 70.
70, yeah, where did that
72.
time, where did that time from?
Yeah.
I don't see myself as that.
I don't see myself at 70 either, but it's like, it's kind of scary, you know?
It
when you
is.
think about it.
Yeah, it's like, holy cow.
It's like-
Yeah, really,
Right?
yeah.
It's just
I'm right.
craziness.
All right, I'm gonna.
Go,
Thank
go,
you,
go.
thank you.
I'll be in
Thank you
touch.
so much
Okay.
for coming. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, I mean, she's not here by now. I'm sure she's not.
Okay.
So these for Evan and Kelsey, right here, okay, yep. Oh, good.
That was nice of Connie and Sam.
Yeah, I saw somebody with a walker and I was like, that's not Muriel.
That's Sam.
Wheelchair. I was like,
Sam is still going, I'm so happy. It's still
wow,
going.
that was so nice to see.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
very
Like
nice.
this guy's on Big Ben TV.
They're good people.
Except not.
I always
except
have
not
fun with
Sadie.
Sam.
We got to-
Yeah.
Yeah, he was,
Play
we had a good
cards
time.
and everything, yeah,
And we would joke around, it was just like,
yeah.
joke around, it was good.
We get them together and they were like,
Yeah, it was nice.
I was saying to Connie, like, they couldn't always hear each other, but they communicated.
Right.
Right.
I wonder if we can get, a refund on this, insurance. Definitely we need one.
Something to worry about.
Not today.
Yeah.
Other things are not today, so,
I don't know.
yeah.
Maybe Felicia.
It'll be.
Felicia seems like she's the sort of person who would have been on it.
Yeah, I mean, Joe's supposed to be here. Joe and Dan, Dan Marks.
Yeah, yeah. Keep it here, glad.
Yeah.
Good God.
So,
Hi. Hi, Matt. I remember you. You know, when you're.
hey,
Hey.
you know me. I mean,
Wow.
he looks great, you know.
Thank you so much, thank you.
That's on TV.
After this meeting.
Used to have that. So you could be on TV. I know, amazing. He looks good, doesn't he?
Same with Joanne.
He's,
She was taking a test with her.
it's just
Hard to believe.
98. Yep.
I know, I was so surprised.
I mean, third time to the hospital.
Oh, sure, yeah, hi.
I'm just gonna do this.
Okay, you got it, you got it. Thank you for coming. Oh my gosh, thank you.
So it's just,
In like 12 days in
you know,
so probably not.
But just in case.
I mean,
Yes.
he was in a lot of
Yep,
pain.
this is my dad. He said 98 on August 7th.
Oh my goodness.
Final bout in
It
pneumonia,
really wasn't
took him out.
easy. This was the third go around of going to the hospital, coming out, go to
Yeah.
rehab. Go to rehab, come back to the hospital, go to the hospital. Third go around, and then too much. There's coffee and donuts and stuff downstairs, and some fresh fruit if you want.
Hi.
And, what's that? No, sir.
Do one of these.
That'll be nice, like a private room. Well, when I had the memorial to my son,
I know.
whitefish, It was good. All the things that are no good for us. Huh? Yeah, well, one was Jewish because his mother was Jewish. That's what I was for.
Oh, okay.
He actually practiced a religion of Unitarian. We know what they say about Unitarians. They have questions. When you go in front of the place, big question.
They're about to become in. Right. Not out.
So it's really easy. Yes. How's she?
I talked to her. Yeah, she had it this morning. She's home. She's all
Oh, is she okay?
drugged up, but
Okay,
yeah,
good.
she's.
How can we tell? Is she a little talkative? No. She does know how to talk. She's a wonderful person.
Takes one to know one.
Right, well, what the heck?
I know.
Well, that's why we get along.
Yes.
That's it. Anyway, so, you know,
Are you having a formal service?
at between 6:30 and 7:30. We're giving people at work to try to get here. It's live streaming also. I said that.
Oh, no,
Enjoy it. You want to get some coffee and stuff? Thank you very much for coming. Looking sharp as usual. She's always like putting on the glitter. That's because she's seeing me.
Yeah, you know it. Right.
Yeah. I know. That's his daughter. This is Jason. He's my brother-in-law. And then he may have said you probably see her sing when you're done also. She used to be a
Oh,
yeah.
yes, I'm on that.
Sarah, my wife.
Sorry.
Yeah, there are other rehabs.
Nobody loved butterflies.
That's what it was.
That's great.
Yeah.
I know, I just got this.
Thank you.
Yeah, but
Still, yeah.
I guess that's why I got this picture of the butterfly today.
Yeah, 98. Nice. How you doing, pal? No, it's,
Good man.
98. Who's not gonna take 98?
Good man, buddy.
Yep, it looks great. You look great. They say you look great.
Always handsome, I always thought
I
that.
know.
He's a handsome
I'm
man.
handsome.
Yes.
I know Mormon. He and Mormon were getting along.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. My mom always liked talking with him.
And you love that every time I
Yes,
say
yes,
it.
yes.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Thank you so much for coming. Keep in touch.
What we said. Well, they put it there, so it is.
Sarah, yes, I'm his friend.
Oh, yeah.
Cold water and
Cold water, Evan's fiance.
We went
It's like, I did think too, like, yes, okay, yeah, how's yours?
Yeah,
Evan is, his fiance.
Yes, yes.
I'm Earl.
I'm Sarah.
I'm Earl.
Yes.
No, yeah, that's so funny.
Oh, it's just perhaps so like, yeah, it gets hidden, I think.
It's also Persian.
Yeah, so that one is more forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I have a wide nose.
This is your mom from here?
Yeah.
Remember Lisa?
Yeah. It's important. I know it's a prerequisite.
We've been together for 6 years.
This
I know all.
is Muriel, my and this is my friend Alita. She also took her.
Evan's fiance's uncle.
Kelsey, it's got down.
Okay, well, a couple years, but for a little while.
Oh, you know what? I'm thinking of Thanksgiving. No, I don't think he came to the Thanksgiving return. He was with a different girl. The Thanksgiving weekend.
I think the New York Fun was there last time. Maybe the
Well, it might have been the Flanders, because he has a lot of family on it. Yeah. There's a bunch of family. There's a bunch of us in Brooklyn.
You look younger with that beard.
Do you want to see an old picture of it?
Maybe you have to see
Okay,
how.
he was wearing the beard the last couple of months.
He's still
Oh,
handsome.
and
Just said his father looked like Paul Muni.
He also, like, he's still late.
He's so handsome.
He also, like,
They're still up.
So it's Thursday.
Well, that's right.
I just need an album and I don't know where to find it. But yeah, here, let me, here we go. Yeah, this is him back in like right after his army days. We're all like, we just like want his genes so bad. Like live steady, be really hot. Yeah. The hair, like I want that level of volume. You guys want to say this is young grandpa?
I guess they
Oh,
do.
there you go.
Handsome.
Can you see that? No?
No, I show all my. Here, wait very close.
No, that's gonna help.
It's normal.
Muriel's 100, so she's 100-year-old eyes do not see as well as they could.
What's all her excuse? None.
Bad
eyes.
This one.
Yeah,
That's
that's
mine.
Well, we got them from him, so,
He came to my birthday.
yeah. He came to her birthday party in April.
Oh, that's very cool. I want that. That's what I
That was
want.
cool. Did he dance for your birthday? Did he dance during your party?
No.
No, not that one.
We did it before, right?
Yeah, man, I was his age.
Yes, okay. I was like, we've talked, like, I feel like we've had a whole conversation.
We
I was
did.
like, yes, yeah.
At your cousin's.
Yes. Yeah. All memorial. Everyone needs to stop passing. But yeah, this one feels more normal though.
It's really hard.
But he lived a really full life.
We played a mean game with Joe. He was very fond of telling me that. He always wanted to be an old soldier. And I'm like, well, yeah, he made it. I was looking to buy him one of those bucket hats that said old salt on it. And I was gonna have to get it embroidered. And, procrastination. Nice tie, very appropriate.
Nice to meet you.
This is Jason, this is Norman's son. Been around for 2 years. He's always up for an adventure. Say, Norm, let's go on an adventure. He's like, all right, let's go. Tap dance, played ping pong, went swimming every day. Took good care of mom. volleyball.
Oh,
Yes.
not just in.
Did they grow up in Brooklyn?
No,
Patterson.
He's even more. He's two. Well,
Yeah.
that's Vivian, and his name is Jasper.
Do you wanna watch the movie with the pictures? Okay, I'll go back over here.
Frank can get out of the way.
Oh, I'll just run over with the wheelchair. I'm gonna move you right over here so you can see it.
Oh, good, yeah.
I don't know about anything.
Hopefully, you don't see blacking out too much.
Pictures on here are from his 95th birthday.
Did they do these ones, how they had all these books?
I think so. Yeah, because that looks like the inside of the leaves.
That's good family photos.
We hired I'm missing him now.
Now you have all kinds of
I've never even looked at it.
It's been a while,
Is it
16 months.
Your honor,
Bless you.
one of the pictures too, the one who just passed away. So I met her. Wait, is that one? See, I ran with my son.
And once you start being used to it, someone else passes.
He's gonna wear a seersucker jacket.
But one of the pictures he does have.
At some point I will
I think that was
be more.
He looks amazing.
Yeah, it's hard for the both of them. Because a lot of things are happening all at the same time.
Cousin's kid. Oh, yeah, there's Tedra. Tedra, yes. I let her know about it. She's like,
That is his granddaughter.
oh,
We're talking to them.
Never watch out.
That's Danny, that's his grandson.
I was like, your bar.
Yeah, I was like shaped like a big square before I could do it. I was like, because I always tell you, I always tell you.
Yeah, she's a trans. I stare at him and I say,
She was.
and he's like, I said, you're so handsome. I said, until now, you're aging.
Yeah, yeah. Four sisters, grandkids.
Every time.
Sisters, grandkids, yes.
Seeing those from Hollywood.
So Tedra,
See that little girl?
Front of like,
That's
yeah,
the-
we are, yeah.
That's
Yeah, my cousin.
the great grandchild.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, she said it was that's your DNA. It was so cute.
Right after the picture taken.
But she just like looked at all.
Fabulous.
He doesn't even look like that.
But yeah.
There was a bathroom upstairs, I have to go downstairs.
Yeah, but apparently it was one of the.
On this side.
She was like, really, it was like.
So, if, you need the bathroom, was one on this level.
Sarah and Heather.
Coffee and.
Was the youngest.
Yes. Coffee and lunches. And fresh food.
Sarah.
You look great too.
I know, right?
I'm doing the best I can.
On the low
But
sodium
you
diet.
and both had granddaughters.
Well, got my weight locked in around between 185.
She ate the princess.
Well, I started out, I was 250. And so after the first, just about I dropped down to 245. And then from there, I dropped down. My goal was 185.
Oh, it's not.
No. So she hasn't,
Dad,
we
Dad
tried.
always wanted to
But
go
you can't avoid it. It's never,
He didn't bring the
we try to
horse.
get low levels.
I don't think that's.
You know you're related to a song.
So she probably didn't sell them her.
Exactly.
Like, you know, like, she maybe.
Exactly.
He's the one that works, yeah.
I did.
Is it more, less meat or more?
Well, meat's not bad.
Yeah.
Very good. It's fine. You don't have to avoid beef. When you look at like it, there's no, Stop and Shop has no salt in turkey. And roast beef is also.
But he and Max were here first, and that's who,
Fish
like,
fry.
yeah, that's who.
A lot of it's what they
Man,
do.
and, well, they had to put that on, you know, we're not a manifest.
Right.
Frank was telling us that. So, yeah, we moved in with them.
Yeah.
So there was like characters of they already had like 4 kids. Yeah.
So
And this generation doesn't go back.
it's amazing the things you discover.
Yeah, yeah.
Even bread. Found certain kinds of bread are much better, less sodium than others.
Is it really cool? Yeah. And he said, I was like, oh my gosh.
And he lived.
Oh, I know. 98. He was trying to get to 100. This was the unreachable goal.
You saw it? That was a repeat.
Came close.
Yeah.
Close.
There isn't a person that I know that wouldn't say, I guarantee you 98, but not 100. Yeah, we'll take that, right?
It's like my father wanted to make it to 2000, he just missed it. He died in 1999.
I thought 2000
wanted to see the,
was like, that's.
No, the year 2000.
You wanted to see the millennium.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. That was the goal, but he missed it by a few months.
Well, I mean, it's interesting that people, maybe bring these little echoes, have the opportunity to live long enough to see the change of centuries, as well as decades. Pretty cool.
It was always interesting asking him about, what does he think of, grew up with Hitler.
Yeah, they would do, on the sail, both seas, sail the ocean on both seas. So he's merchantry, and merchantry.
Traveled all around the country. Did not travel around the world. Well, he went to Japan.
Well, that's what I keep telling Mom and I said, we're going back and forth to the, we drove by this place that's a Winnebago casino. So let's find out Winnebago, I just go across the country.
I mean, you need to get there.
So I should see if.
What?
You need to know where you are. Your family.
I'll
Be able to track you.
Yeah, GPS tracker, I'll put it on my phone.
Do on your phone, but iPhones help. No.
You have to ask Evan too.
No, I believe he's going to create these.
Yes.
He always talks.
How are you?
I know, right? I know. You're the honorary son.
Yeah, he's always talking about you.
Yes. No, we heard about you a million times, but I was like the only one that had ever met you. I was like, I was determined to meet you. Never did.
Well, I got caught up.
Now, we still want to know the plan. No, well, your dad might be.
I don't know, like, I think it was just like, I was bouncing between jobs. We live in Brooklyn, I was bouncing between jobs in Manhattan.
He's gonna get cremated.
Like, I don't know, like, we've never met Grandpa.
We have to meet.
I'm in a house now.
Well, that's it. Well, I'm not in charge of anything anymore.
Right. You used to be
I'm just in charge. I know I was at the Met. Yeah, now I'm a professor. The teaching business, which I first learned about from that guy.
Yeah.
That's,
So,
in case you need it, there's a bathroom on this floor, and some downstairs. There's coffee and munchkins and fruit for downstairs.
okay, thank you. Good to know. I appreciate that.
When I get someplace, I always wonder what bathrooms are, especially in my age.
That's better than dropping somebody.
Right.
Please don't know.
But you don't have to run downstairs. How was your life?
It was easier. I like to drive. Got lost in my thoughts, and I was
Oh, nice.
in there on the eastern shore, but I was in Baltimore. So it was, I don't know, 3 hours.
Is there craziness going on in Baltimore with all this nonsense? With the crime stuff?
Baltimore is always a struggling city. I've been connected to Baltimore for 40 plus years. There's always on the edge of a disaster. But it's, the saddest thing is there are homeless drug addicts people everywhere. Go up to the red light, just everywhere. And that's
Yeah,
kind of
wouldn't it be
worse.
nice to do something about that?
Yeah, we think.
But, some people need those stuff.
Yeah, well,
I touch that.
it's very sad, but otherwise it carries on.
Yeah.
So,
How do you delete it?
well, then the fun thing is to think about if you have it, what would you do? I would just, well, that's like 26,000. So now you have 999 million.
Can you even, I'm sorry, the $26,000 vacation order?
Oh, God, yeah, wait,
So
sorry,
you're
my
gonna
brain.
go first
that was
class
mine.
wherever you go.
No, I've never looked at You're more like a darn it.
Yeah, we did?
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm older.
Also,
I go first class.
Yeah.
but also,
I put mine
to
to
keep $1 billion.
You could give it a
No, I would give like, keep $100 billion.
I like those. I like those more numbers.
His organization, they're pulling more.
Yeah, and everything from his Newman's Own.
When I was offered at college, I invited him to come here to commencement speaker at Harvard. I was honored. He wrote back and he said, I would really love to do it, but I'm not really able to speak. I didn't even know he was sick. He died in his sleep. So he must have recovered.
I feel so tiny.
Well, he needed enough to live on, so he could have activities. About the job.
That's the big thing.
You used to be able
Vacation
to,
all the time.
at one point, you were able to live on that. That's still on him off.
There was a television show called The Millionaire.
Right.
In the 1960s, and the idea of that show was this guy who was anonymously changed the story of somebody.
Yeah.
And one day someone knocks on the door and says, "Can we give you a million?" And the condition is, you can never tell anybody where you got it from. And then the show is never happened. Wow, okay. We thought they were going to do wine and doesn't always end well. It's like winning the lottery, it doesn't always end well.
Right, there's a lot of problems.
Yeah. So,
But in this world, we're not being like not about to go bankrupt, we have to go to the doctor. Exactly.
there was a time, there was a high functioning middle class all the time.
Fifties and sixties and seventies.
Well, we really are.
Well, the problem is,
Well, here's the point. When I was a little kid, and my teacher was Mr. Sol, he was a teacher, he lived on a teacher's salary. They lived in a house in the center. There was a perfectly nice middle class area. I bet you the teachers in Garden City cannot afford to leave these houses. So that's how the world
I
has
mean,
changed.
if they had kept the minimum wage in step with $6 an hour. Normally I restrict it. Normally I don't. Yeah, like, standards be, what it used to be, one hour coffee. Time to change things. Let's make it for 2 hours.
I know.
So the minimum wage should be whatever that is. Nobody thinks so.
No, not anymore. You have hard match from ours.
We
know.
Wait till,
I know, we used to say to him, like, Dad, did you get dressed in the closet? Like, with the light out or something? Yeah. Interesting fashion sense. But, yeah,
I'm actually like,
whatever, you know, I feel like we're,
lots
Yeah.
of ideas. Just bring them to fruition.
excuse me, when we want to get up and speak,
Well,
will you move that?
yeah, I will move it here.
Okay,
So-
great, okay, just checking. Thank you.
I'm trying to start something called 360. The medical process, whereby in my age category, our age category, who can get more than one doctor. Once you, that's coordinated by the mother.
Hi. Thanks for coming over.
Oh, of course.
Where the primary physician
Just saying it's like such a weird custom when you think about it, you know, like someone behind there, like a minute's talking about them and walking around, just,
Yeah.
you know, it's like,
basically, the easiest one is, what do you do? It's like a
yeah,
scrum.
yeah.
What are you doing?
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Nice and cold.
Exactly. Exactly. Oh, but there's also expected to pay for management.
No,
Yeah, that was definitely a surprise.
It's the ocean.
When I saw Scrum Master on your wall, I was like, this is a joke.
Norman used to joke, said he
But,
really good.
was like touring the merchant marine because he wanted to win an old soul.
Oh, sorry, we just started talking.
Big. And I said, what'd you name it? An old soul.
We can just refill that, I think.
And then when I used to call him
Yeah.
St. Patrick's Day,
Oh, sorry.
old soul. Because he had grown his beard and his suspenders, he looked like a little leprechaun.
I remember I was talking about the insurance companies invest in.
What? Is that the memorial? Yes.
Everybody's a little.
Yeah, the temperature's fluctuating big. It depends on where you're standing in the room though, because I feel like right there was kind of warm, but here it's colder.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah. Thanks.
I mean, I wouldn't choose my friend place.
I do, yes. Thanks, this is for, your way. Hello, guys. That's how much.
Ooh.
Just a little risque, just like, you're being filmed. Just letting you know. It's part of a larger project. I'm gonna, every few years, I'm gonna get another group. And like, so they're all dancing together. So the next one I'm gonna get is like, whenever I'm like pregnant, I'll take a picture and help with that.
Yeah, that's right, the witches.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like witches dancing around a fire or something like that. No,
I mean, not all.
they're
Yeah,
doing,
exactly.
they're sky clapping, naked and dancing around a fire.
Yeah.
Was that
That's
your
what this
first
is,
day?
the tattoo artist she has a thing like this, so I had her do it. And then they're all just dancing around the baby.
Friends?
You wanna give her water?
Yes.
Yes.
Wasn't being bombed. There's a church in a town in Italy, in Genoa, that a bomb hit, and it went through the wall, and it landed in the church and never exploded. So they took it as a sign from God, and they fixed the hole in the wall, and it's still there.
Oh my God.
I mean, they moved it, it's not in the middle of the floor, it's over on the side.
Make sure it didn't have anything inside it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah, no, they had someone come in
Oh,
and eventually disarm it, but, it's still there.
Wow.
I know they covered,
On her way, I believe you.
because they were afraid of Florence.
Yeah.
Or on the way, or?
But
Have not yet been.
Yeah.
unfortunately were not, Germans, I guess.
Did you get to, Sicily when you're traveling?
No.
You have to go to Messina.
Okay.
They have an astrological club.
Okay. That will be.
It's amazing. And you have to go, I think it's at noon, where all of the pieces move. It's in a tower that's gotta be 4 or 5 stories high. And each story has a different story to tell. And, it's
Sounds
amazing.
like Carnally for sure.
Yeah, it's a great trip. And if you're visiting Italy, it's just a day trip.
I mean, yeah, they keeping that $12 training and strikes going on.
Oh my
Saying there's
Exactly.
Are you traveling over there soon?
Yeah, so for my honeymoon, I'm going there at the end of the month.
Not as bad as August.
How are you?
Yeah.
August,
Glad
I
you
was
made it.
stuck there myself.
It would make Norm very happy.
It lived up to it so much.
I went there one summer, then
The pictures are up there. It was my birthday party.
train broke down in Belgium. And then the bus broke down coming from, I had 2 breakdowns in one day because there was, 100 something degrees.
Yeah.
Used to it.
They do not operate well with me. Because they do not embrace air conditioning, which is always a challenge.
No air conditioning, so there's business facilities, with air conditioners and
And
with
screens.
screen doors.
Screens.
I was like, screens
Screens
are,
to the windows.
window screens.
I have relatives in Syracuse and Sicily. My brother and my aunt went one October, and it was unusually warm. It was like 80 degrees overnight. And they're closing everything up, sealing it up. What are we doing?
Like bugs.
Yeah, no.
One of the other things we learned,
Yeah, so that was the choice. Either breathe or get rid of it.
My daughter lived in Italy for a couple of years. And, she said, Mom, I believe it. So tell me what house is no screen. There's a mosquito in that room.
we were sitting at the
But
breakfast
where we stayed in
and I started shaking because I think I'm gonna faint.
Jargon, it was,
I said, well,
the Airbnb place that we rented. I think they had
we're going.
They also had neighbors, dogs that barked all night. Of course, all night.
So we went to the hospital.
And
It's a
how,
beautiful place.
where's that?
And then going south
And so it took them a while to get that. Here.
but
I mean,
it's fairly far, but it's not really
You got
further
further
south.
So,
Easier.
exactly. Yeah, so we got.
That's compact.
Yes.
That's cool.
They were,
Especially now, we have that local section.
Yeah, they found the floor, they've been digging for.
And they
when
moved
the
in.
roommate of it,
It's okay when you send her a
probably
good.
the subway,
And they keep digging up ruins.
getting ruins.
And
That
yeah,
stop
There's
the
more and more
subway.
ruins,
Yeah.
that's not the subway, but that's also as a.
you don't get the same amount of attention. I mean,
It's funny, we
no,
went there,
I
I mean,
know,
a couple
the
of
staff
times, I
is
said,
over.
I may be in
They don't
a
really,
form,
not
excuse 90 at the time.
We were there every
I
day.
said, I may be in here
I was
for
hospital every day.
a while.
We had
In the Coliseum.
In the Coliseum area.
you know,
And he was like, okay, I'll sit down. And I was like, no, it's not there tomorrow or something. You didn't expect me
And so,
To be
for
hours.
3 hours. So when I came back, the police were, got the police trying to look for me. He said, I called you, I texted you, you didn't answer. He's like, I keep trying to press the button, like on the slide things for the little bits. I'm not kidnapped, I'm okay. Walking around the ruins,
a little annoyed. Yeah, he's got meters later.
so they're gonna show that there.
How do you
And,
keep soda?
he's not getting as much.
Yeah.
And I'm saying, I still, when we first went into the house.
My daughter showed me the difference between orange fresca in Italy and
What
orange
do you
fresca in the United States.
Oh, we can't.
Not fresca, the Fanta.
Okay, okay.
It's
Oh, we don't do
like a completely
Oh,
different
yeah.
We
color.
can only tell you verbs.
Because it's made with real orange instead.
Right.
And
And real sugar.
brown here.
European food's always better.
I'd say
Always
just like a March shot.
It's just better.
Ethics is something that you can track and see what's going on. No.
I mean, I was eating.
So there's no way of tracking, knowing what's going on. So it comes out of there. The hospital was annoying.
You went to the bathroom?
Yeah.
He was on.
I know, it's so beautiful.
Prince. Well, I mean, for various things that would come out. So I know this. Because he's that kind of guy. So people who when I was in that bumps.
Oh, okay.
They can give me some years in between. Pregnancies. And so, and so I was.
Where are you getting here? So that's one of them is yours? Oh, that's awesome.
So yeah, on the show, do you watch the show?
I do.
Oh, he's.
Some at home when they walk in.
They have to get the. Right, they have to get.
Right.
We had to
They
get
walk in and they're some at home and they put
the physician to see them.
where they have the mall.
So we
Right.
can go through.
I'm very excited for my to see it.
Oh, that's good.
Anytime we go to the track, I'm excited for today.
And then,
Better for it, and then.
But that's so nice.
a week later, I had a
Happy
second.
days are coming.
Yes.
Yeah. Even if he's not there, you including him in all of that.
Exactly, it's always
Yeah,
good.
no, so, oh, yeah, we know that. And, don't worry, it's- So say, is he even getting friends up? No, we paid towards the public stuff. Who told you to stop?
Married, so it's like this.
So, they stopped. I had a meeting with the head of the nursing home. He claims he did.
We've done a lot, and I'm going to
And I'm like,
fortunate to have.
yeah, of course, he did.
Seems to be doing better. The more me and him bicker, the more he knows, the better. My brother's so, yeah,
I was thinking about it, I didn't wanna let him know.
You're not healthy.
Good idea. We love him. Might not look good. Coffee and donuts for dinner.
Hey, there must be somebody who doesn't want to.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, like it's like a character.
Neither of us have had any time off since last year.
Oh.
Which is
Hold up, like a horse
You talking about Uncle Larry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Job City.
Why?
You know why you left from?
I don't know. I've heard so many stories about him. Dad told me a lot of stories. Like, he used to climb out the window of their apartment and go into the one downstairs to see this girl.
Yeah,
I know.
No, where is it?
Oh, yeah.
Like 50 years older than he was.
dog.
No, he was. He was in because she was out here.
Oh my God. In front of the ring.
Yes.
He was a player. From womb to tomb. He's tennis? What does that mean?
You played.
So like billiards, but like you do that, but it's
Yeah,
tennis?
like
Cool, but
It's just about you.
I'm sure it's not.
You lose a few games, so they.
It's a dog.
Yeah.
That's like the funniest and whitest thing.
Exactly. Right.
Like that is so very Connecticut.
Yeah.
So rich shenanigans. It was just that like potential like situation with that couple in the camp. Definitely did.
like, so he told us once he got caught in the face with this other part of his other he got caught off the base with this other soldier and the soldier's girlfriend, which was like a local part of the business. And then this is 2 weeks ago.
So I put it there, sorry.
Oh, no, sorry. And then he
he wanted, he got one.
And then, they like, I don't know why, but like, the way he told the story, I was just like,
I think it's because he just trailed off.
yeah, he said we got really drunk, cheers.
And then the story ended and we're like,
Yeah.
they definitely had a time.
Reese of happened.
Yeah.
This is my personal belief for him.
Yeah.
He's definitely like out there in the ether being like, yeah. That's cute. Yes, just like your
And the guys, like, in commercial Marines got like, and they were like swimming, like, you know, like in beer or something. So I think the Cubs were trying to claim them, but it's like, yeah. But,
So they would do it across the ocean, full of guys.
with Larry, and then you'll have a few. No. Yeah.
So the girl was food and just before I went back. So he kind of getting like a whole pork roast.
How did that go?
He, you know, we're part of the board for the most part, the keeper.
Well, she was like,
And
she got all like, it's so fascinating, like, because she was like, yeah, for 14 years.
Oh, she's wanting to
that. Like, they bully us. Whereas, you know, bullies, sometimes you can't help out stuff and they'll give you calling them out like a shite.
Look, man, that's your like.
It's so funny because I remember when I changed and then when I feel like I just never asked you. I love being like in depth. And then when I was working at the center as an usher, there was one of the older ladies that was named Margarita.
Who loves you, does.
Margarita. And she like she came, you know, to my Facebook.
He doesn't mind that. It's funny because it's like it's a combination of words from like Yiddish and like Shayna. Yeah. But then like Purdue is like from Hebrew. So
It's little pretty.
Little pretty. Yeah, because some in Yiddish you can like add words.
I know, because I was just like, I love those little,
You know, when my grandmother was Yes, yes. One was called Fatty, and then another one was Skinny, and then there was the one who was like Owl. Yes, Coago, and then Negra.
I couldn't remember the name.
I mean, when you have a whole bunch, like, she's like, there's like 6 of you. Over.
because it was.
So you just go by nicknames?
Yes, we had the first one who passed away.
Yeah.
Joanne's mother was, she's older than him.
Yes.
Joanne Carl Shelton.
I've heard Joanne do that, but you guys are like real.
I've inherited, you all inherited from that line, like I'll just do that sometimes, it's, I actually don't do it when I used to, but it's just like, you can't get over it, like, say all
have to do it.
Yes, no, mom going through pet names though, my name, I was like,
That was so funny. That was like my favorite moment. 89? Also made me, you know, like how many times do you have to yell at him to shoot that? It's
honestly all the time.
Yeah, no,
He was,
she was a
terrible.
He used to never like always scratch me. I was trying to remember.
Probably, he was a dick, but, he was like, he was not well taken care of before we got here.
Yeah.
He was just a nut.
Those guys are very friendly to me though.
Oh, cats love, all cats love me.
So strange. They can sense on ground.
I love the Oreo used to do this like a samurai ritual where they'd be fighting and then they'd freeze, staring at each other.
Oh, and then
Yes,
like the sword goes out.
And then they're fighting again.
So
Let's fight
during the
love.
pandemic, he took.
I love the like Rosac games.
Oh my god, those were cute.
Well, Oreo hated it. Like,
Or
he
like
just like
the
led through like,
or like the Roman emperor stuff.
Oh,
Oh my god.
That's my favorite. Also, Copper thinking that Oreo was a giant toy.
Yes, do you remember that? The time when Connor was home with us and he like, sorry, he like played
That was like how you would do with all his like.
yeah, like he wouldn't bite them, he would
Yeah,
just
yeah.
poke them with his nose.
Yeah.
Like, he did that to Oreo once, we were like, oh my god, he thinks Oreo.
I think the funniest thing about it too was the fact that Oreo was so unbothered. Cause like he was just like walking and then Copper was like.
And they just kept walking. That was great.
I bet we did this thing, we call it the paw of death, and we're like, and they like freeze, like they do, you know, like.
I love when they freeze, like they think they're so clever, like they think they're like,
It's like
waiting for the right moment to do that.
they're like fighting a T-Rex, you know? They're like, if I stop moving, you can't see me. Sometimes they'll not like my mother.
Rabbits do that too.
Okay. Oh yeah, they do. I think that's like a prey response. Cause like when it's like the deer in headlights thing, you know, like.
Yeah, it's like who's making a move first?
Yeah.
I know it's a,
It's a kneeler.
I know it's a kneeler, but.
Yes, I know.
It's some people.
Gita's just like rolling over in her grave.
Some people have used it
Who?
though. Cause it's
His mom. He, my favorite story is that one that.
Wait, some people have used it. You're right.
I'm so sorry for you.
I just been.
Randy,
Hi, Tim.
third grade students.
Okay.
Second, third. Right,
Yeah.
So I'm so sorry.
Thank you.
We did indeed. Mr. Walter.
All right. About Randy. Frank, nice to meet you. Randy Fox.
Guys.
So sorry.
Oh, yeah.
For all the-
In the class together.
Yeah, there you go.
So you mean, was it 18 years? 18 years ago? 18 years ago we saw each other.
Yeah.
At the, yes. Yeah, well, that's why I looked at it.
Oh my God, since I was young.
That's like the most social friend you can get. I know, it's not.
Yeah, it was in the-
I know, you're gonna tell her that, but I met.
He's actually stayed in Long Island, so.
The little backpack.
We didn't know. We lived with us for the last 3 years.
We were used to walk by Nora's place, almost every day.
Is that right?
Great place to work, like you. Yeah, yeah, wow. Do you keep up with any,
Otherwise,
I had to stop.
college.
I could just go there.
and I was running on the track. Students.
It's a first time.
Because they were.
Another 10, maybe. Transfer to
I always
Well,
forget
before he
it.
went to the hospital,
Try to get us to
That's what I was doing. One upstairs, one in the lawn, one in the storeroom. One level, thank you very much. And so, it's been my best investment. What if 120 instead of 159? But I can use it.
It's nice
So
to
you
hear.
remember Mr. Swan calling us about the playground?
I just got wiped out.
Yeah.
So
I was-
after I went to
So
the Adam.
for a year I was parents with my granddaughter, and she's my daughter said it was favorite her.
I retired.
So I actually said this to Frank. Yeah, I just said that to my dad. I don't know why I always remember, he would stand at the back door, when we had recreation, and we'd have a minute, and I'd go, oh, let's go. And I'd say, yo, let's go.
I remember the class. For me, that time was a class of 2 years. I took care of Jake for some time in school. So I took a long time in my life.
Yeah, the fourth grader.
Went through it was like,
We were in that class.
I know this also. Did she ever grind the pencil?
I broke my arm on that class. I'm lefty, I broke my arm. So I'm sitting down on your left. And I told him, because I said, it's not what I do. I went to court every year. I in New York, girls are going out. One Eastern Shore Girls and one just
Well, one that actually.
What about?
in a little town called East.
So, but we had
My
9
sister house is all Hancock. In Hancock?
Yeah, I know, I've heard
It's
of
actually on the western shore.
Well,
Virginia, actually.
I wake up in the morning, where's the sun?
Everywhere.
Well, the thing is, the Eastern Shore is just water. So it's.
Right,
That's where we look
Well, right after we took ownership.
Set it up in New York.
Yeah, how do you happen? I grew up in New York, but I was ready when I was.
And,
To leave over this house and then and our plan was to go back.
how am I gonna
We're done.
replace?
So I'm teaching.
And when you moved to fourth grade, after fourth grade, where'd you go?
To, first to Wancho on the island, and then to East Wilson. So I went 2 years to Wancho. Yeah, I graduated high school in, on Long Island.
Right, East Wilson. So it was school district.
It was very, yeah, idealist. Wancho was but I liked it. I lived on Dartmouth. Oh, yeah.
And I was 3 houses, I lived in 3 houses in the train station.
Oh, you were?
We moved from Hicksville in '64. My dad was already working at Stewart School as Vice Willis.
Oh.
And we rented the house for $6,000. Talking about families. And my parents were friends with, stores and
I know.
And everything was
not great.
So we ripped everything. All brand new appliances.
Actually worked out pretty
Actually worked out.
Everybody would have been in the
So,
Yeah, bring like the extra suitcases, kids and stuff that there's not a bill on there. Look at all past the terrorists, you know.
Yeah.
Right, but it was safe and you could.
Yeah, if you're
When he died,
Yeah, so I go to hospital
no, every
2
time
days
my
a
family
week.
goes, they have at least
One,
one.
it's an hour and a half from my home.
And
And I
then
could
also on the way back.
reasonably have a park in Baltimore, but I really
Yeah, the
don't.
shipping is
So I don't.
that was something I gotta see it execute.
Well,
That's what they got sold to. So we had tried to take it out.
Oh, yeah, where do you go?
I'm not paying
so how much do you owe left?
Oh, yeah.
it. No, it was a, they said.
I know it well, my
like
parents had a
275.
place in Monterey, right by
But we don't
tax assessed. In the memorial service this Saturday.
Oh, you're great. Still working out?
So you've a place?
Working out, my office is on, Carnegie Center on Roselle Road, there's
Oh,
a
yeah,
gym in
yeah.
the building, and so it's sort of
So
a
are you
lunch
there
cafe,
full-time?
down there.
You still go
White teas,
You know, working at the building. For 9/11.
Oh, I was too. I didn't work in that building. I was, did you work at the insurance group?
I don't know who I was working.
Because my office was in Buttersville Road, and I had gone to that center in Roselle for
It's nice.
a monthly
Where
strategy
I'm
meeting.
meeting, I love it.
And one of the advisors from the Princeton office came in and goes,
So I travel,
you know, it was a plaintiff. So we
No,
turned
I
over to
don't.
me
My
at
sister
that
has
point.
so many.
I think most of that building was
I didn't see
So I was home. We had just moved here.
Oh,
Within weeks of moving. Yeah, but it
oh, okay.
has a story
Still
from
so
it,
much
right?
fun.
Yeah.
First thing that up,
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah, but my grandfather's family is.
It's a good reunion.
So like in the, yeah, like in the mountains.
They were in the same place.
Yeah.
Dan West.
Is that who told me this?
Dan West.
Oh, that's, yeah. Oh, yeah. Her grandma. Yeah, she's learning.
Where do you go?
Oh.
He's a-
Clean.
He was very.
Yeah.
Normal.
Billboards. Yeah.
So if you remember,
This was for the 50th reunion in October.
Oh, wow.
Hello, are you okay?
And also every bathroom has a bidet in it too, so like there's no like easy to see. If you go to the subway in other parts of the city, you're probably gonna there's one person, you know, like
There's a guy in my class. His son was
Although people were not following who was there.
the real monster.
They're going to press so fast. And they're like,
Yeah.
Join me. See what's coming.
My sister came back from Thailand. She likes to
No, no.
Robert and Lee.
oh, is it? Well,
What's that?
It's Rob Rowland.
Frank was like, like when we went to Osaka, and it was like, that's like their version of like the last nice city.
They're like, the crime is so high here, and we're like, no, it's nothing.
Right, you put this on the site.
Yeah.
It was like,
Tim saying to me, like, I'm not there. I don't
I think
know
the
why
thing
I'm
that
not
was
there.
most amazing
I
is
went
just
to this
like,
last night.
like really nice, like things
Nice
that
as
like
that all-
is
all
just
rough.
out in the public place and no one will
She
take it.
lived right next to Shirley Brown.
You can leave your laptop and it'll
Yeah,
take you
right.
like 15 minutes in the middle of the country, and no one's gonna see it. It's crazy. I was like,
Why didn't
Funny
you-
memory.
And what was it?
Storms there. Steve again. Steve again. Is that Thea?
she's her best friend is.
Yeah, yeah, that's, we had it.
The faces, the faces.
Yeah, it.
Like this? Yeah, I remember her face.
yeah, my family was talking
Was
about
that second grade or third?
Third, I had to look.
I bet you're in the second grade one.
That's what I told him. I know, I have a picture of the
I have
class.
it.
been like,
So Stephen Dew got me.
yes.
Where are you?
He was so smart.
Yeah.
Where are you, big shot?
He used to tutor me in like 5 minutes. He'd explain it.
Convenient
It was
for work
unbelievable.
schedule, but like not for life. Yeah.
1 mile away. I remember playing chess in class.
I
Not
know.
in second grade.
In third grade. Second and third grade. Played, yeah.
That was over my head.
Is there a way for us to tell who,
So that was one of the things he set up, like, you know, whenever you had their different stations and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Building the electrical current thing, where, you know, parallel and, yeah. And like, wires.
School. You're getting to live this experience.
Lived it plenty. Been around these guys a long time.
I'm Dan.
Sorry, Lisa Kent, how do you do? Nice to meet you, Dan.
I know them longer than you have.
Indeed you have. Oh, the three of us have been together since 1976.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah,
Well, we
1976.
both went to Bucknell. We met Lisa. College romance.
No, kidding.
So romantic. So you know, our daughter's getting married on our wedding anniversary. Did you hear that story?
I did.
October, yeah, she's getting married on our anniversary. Which is a weird story.
It's a coincidence, it
It was an accident, actually.
So you met your sophomore, 76?
Yeah, she's a year younger than I am.
Yeah, it was my freshman year. It's a long story, but blah, blah, blah. We met and we didn't marry for, excuse me?
You also used to like Patsy.
87. So he figured out, they does the math. We met in 76, we married in 87. What went wrong in that 11 years?
Long runways.
Clearly.
Yeah.
There we go. They lived happily ever after.
You don't?
3 kids, 2 and 7/8 babies, 1 and 7/8. Well, she's due next week, so she's nearly born.
That's very exciting. I'm not a grandparent. How does it feel?
I'm all about.
Oh, it's life changing.
People say that.
Oh, really? I actually don't
It's life changing. He's been.
So fortunately, we work together with the advisors, so.
Oh, yeah, the new one.
Liberties.
Take a day a week.
Yeah.
Not every week.
What happened when you did you emotionally, did you see it coming, or was it like a surprise, how you felt?
You know, it's like anything else. It's like watching your child get married, watching your child have a mitzvah. Yeah.
So, you know, those masks and
Oh, right. I didn't get close.
They're always, I feel so, they're like so stern, and I'm like,
Yeah, 2 boys
I'm
in
dying
their
though.
late 20s, but no grandchildren.
then the other thing.
The thing, and everyone says their grandchildren, well, everyone says their grandchildren are wonderful, and all grandchildren are wonderful. But this child is very articulate and very physical and very attentive and very curious and very interested. I mean, she'll come up and she'll go, "Why are you wearing your blue shirt? It doesn't really match that coat." So, like, she'll just say interesting things like, "I've never seen glasses like that. Would you tell me why you picked that?" She's just a curiosity that's just a level of curiosity I want to see in us, my child. So it's just fun to watch, and she's an incredible memory, just 4, but she has an amazing memory.
Her mother came out.
I just wanted them to get all of that, because they don't have to deal with a lot of the other stuff.
That's right.
Like, she yeah, like, if she's upset, she cries. It's okay, just hold her.
Well, he's a child whisperer too. He can calm any baby, he's a child whisperer.
It's different, like, you know, like, I told Dad, we're gonna go to, we'll take the stroller, take it wherever. I don't care. I'm not in a hurry.
You have time.
That's really nice.
Yeah, so
It's just fun.
Yeah,
It's
way
actually
more
better.
patient.
It's actually better than advertised, I would say. I hope you get those blessings because
Well, it's in the
it's just
car.
a really remarkable.
as well.
Is that right?
Did you say Abby's giving me? She's a permanent person now, right?
Yeah, so my future son-in-law, but they're not engaged yet.
So we're just gonna call
I
that.
told them that.
And she's how old now?
Use the Chinese one or the,
They've been together.
Since,
that was a little less
yeah, since middle of sophomore year, right before COVID started. And then going back to school, everything went back to school after the winter break, and started dating. And March 7th, everything went off, so we actually, Lisa drove it down once, I drove it down once to meet William like halfway. Hung out, half of the day.
You should like him.
Yeah, he's really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's a good guy.
None of your boys have permanent people in their lives or?
Both schools, we broke up with them. So they're, both contracts. One of them is, in New York. Worked for many years.
oh, good.
In business or?
No, he's a journalist, he wants to be a filmmaker, documentary. And the other one had a midlife crisis, like 4, to 25, so he was in the captain. Yeah, so.
That takes a lot of time too.
Yeah,
Where do you live?
we live on Eastern Florida, so this stage of his training begins with us, but next year.
Where's he doing the training?
We are local airport, and he takes us the beginning of.
You just want to be a commercial pilot or flight
Probably not, or it's just something.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's
I
like.
have a client whose daughter just several and women that are in the academy, Air Force Academy.
That's a
Never
good
my
runway
thing.
for.
Yeah.
Early.
You know, I never,
And I
I
had
never.
a few lessons way back when.
Did you
It was
really?
just
Oh, is that right?
too expensive and too much time at the time. lot of time. Yeah.
And the thing about learning to fly, unlike I have a boat, in an airplane, you have to go absolutely all in.
Yeah.
You die if you don't. But on a boat, you can run aground.
All you do is damage the bottom of the boat.
Yeah, well, it's not the same thing. But on an
Unless you had a
airplane,
jetty, you don't want to do that.
well, that's true.
That experience.
Walk away.
Well, hobble away, yeah, or something.
I don't have any spare girls to give you, so. Our middle daughter's unattached. She's in the Upper West, but
How old is she?
she's 33. Just graduated from FIT with a degree in arts, but had a midlife crisis.
Oh, yeah?
And went back after 11 years of marketing, got a degree in arts management, and can't get a job, so she's slinging beers.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. But
There's no movement, and she would love to work for Christie's or Sotheby's or high-end gallery.
they're not hiring. They're all struggling.
Maybe she's going to speak. You know, she's an adult with 30, but no hands-on experience. So,
Trying to own a restaurant.
Really?
you know what? She'll tell you her graduate work was more interesting, useful, and furthers her life needs than her undergraduate. She, like the rest of us, there's sex and drugs and rock and roll. Well, I shouldn't say that out loud. Sex and drugs and rock and roll. I mean, that's what happened in this. It worked out pretty good, right? It worked out pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's true for all of us. We go through these processes. I didn't know what I wanted to do when I was younger. Both my kids have made changes based on what their first job.
I had the same job for 44 years.
Is
that weird?
She was a German major.
Okay, let's not go there. No, but I've had the same business card since 1981.
Okay,
Same exact job. I've been really good job.
He's live streaming, so he said whatever you're saying, you go. So I guess two things.
With sound? Can't you erase that? Just don't put it on Instagram.
Yeah, you weren't
I don't-
specific, you didn't name me.
I don't think you had your own film when you sang that.
Somebody said it's drugs and rock and roll. I don't know.
Yeah, somebody else.
So you finally made your way to academia.
Yeah, so earlier I studied at an MBA and was working as a consultant, and I really decided I wanted to be a professor and historian. So I went back down and found my way, but I didn't think that was going to happen until I was in my late 20s. And I had my own midlife crisis. I was working for Booz Allen in New York, late for a meeting, didn't love my job. It was cold out, rainy, February, slipped off the puddle, goes into my shoe. I don't want to do this. And I realized
That was your epiphany. I
that was
stepped in a
exactly-
puddle.
It was just this.
I was in the corner of 35th and 6th Avenue.
Yes, exactly. It was 41st and Park.
Okay, I suppose.
And it was just, I realized I wasn't doing what I wanted to do. So that's what I did.
To go back to school, were you married with children at the time,
There
or?
was no children, but we were married. I was in my late 20s. My wife at that time was a partner in a law firm. So it was easier for me to give up a job. It was still hard when I was commuting to Baltimore to get my PhD and we were living in Connecticut. They were not easy years.
Right, you couldn't do remote learning in those days,
No.
like WebEx teaching.
No, it was, right. But she was a great partner.
Yeah.
Really supported that.
Yeah, I know.
You still married to her?
Yeah, we met in 1976, same as you. I was a sophomore, she was a freshman. Same thing.
But you didn't wait 11 years to get
No, we got
married.
married right away.
There you go.
We were married 45 years.
Congratulations.
Yeah, we're only about 30 like that.
Don't you ever think if I woke you up in the middle of the night and asked you how old you were, would you dare say this age? I'm in my 40s. I'm definitely in my 40s.
Yes, I marked at our age. It just, and it's a little
You of all ages, so.
Well, actually, no, we're 50.
Oh, that's true.
That's a great backyard meeting.
That's true.
Yeah, he does.
We had an afternoon together. There were like 8 or 10 of us.
Yeah, the piece and all that's amazing. Steve Shore. I'm not commenting anymore.
I am Kelsey's father. Sorry.
Kelsey is Evan's
Fiance.
fiance.
How do you do? I'm Lisa Ken. Nice to meet you. Kelsey's father.
Nice to meet you. Pleasure to meet you.
These two fellows here.
Are you
These All three of us.
I'm just an adult.
Yeah. Sure, students.
I didn't know Jules was.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He was quite a guy, wasn't
Yeah, the best.
he? Yo ho, let's go.
Yep. You got my video. That's pretty, imagine me in a classroom with them.
Oh, he was, well, they could do it. He'd jump up on the desk.
Every day was fun, huh? Yeah. It's coming. It's coming.
When the kids planning wedding?
Oh, the 21st?
21st is Monday.
Oh, second time from the
Oh,
wedding.
no.
Where are they getting?
At the,
Elkins Estate.
Elkins Estate. That place
Yeah.
is ridiculous.
Where is that?
Elkins, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, it's a beautiful, it was a convent and all that, but the inside is like all, straight out of Versailles. Is it Bucks County? Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's right outside of Philadelphia.
Because we didn't need like,
Yeah.
we just had a carry on.
So that's something to look forward to, right?
Yes.
A happy,
That's great.
a happy
Of course, this poor guy.
Oh my.
With all that going on, his house went on fire.
Yeah. So now I'm staying at my son's house.
Was
So,
it
yeah.
destroyed?
Yeah, there's enough damage that I'm not living in it for a while.
Yeah. So
Just an accident?
Just an exact accident. Yeah.
As opposed to RC.
Yeah. Where we going?
For the first time.
those are the choices. Those are the only.
And I brought it to,
I guess like.
for my parents.
That's how it is. When everything else goes on, everything else goes on.
Yeah.
As long as the bride's dress was.
No, there wasn't a play.
I was peanut butter.
I went out and got a new tux. They were all said and done. It was good. So, when you're ready next week, I'll have something to wear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we've had so many weddings already this year. We have 4 more weddings. Our daughter, client, partner, and our gardener. Who we thought was gonna be a kegger, we were excited.
Oh, really?
And we thought they were having a kegger, like a Berkshire kegger, we were so stoked, we get the invitation, it says black tie. Black tie, I was hoping for a kegger.
Where is it? Is it
In
in
Great
Great
Barrington,
Barrington?
it's not far from, yeah, you know the town at all? To Division Street, so his father, there's a big red barn on Division Street, his father lives on Division Street, the neighbor next door has a house up a winding path. So it's sort of coming down Long Pond, you can't see it, so it's within 3 miles of where we live, but yeah, a big, they, I don't know.
So the guy suppose he's a great kid. And he's like, oh, you guys are gonna be
Really? Okay, great. Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, it's nice.
That's very nice.
I'm sure we'll probably know a fair amount of people because he takes care of so many homes. Yes. Oh my goodness, that's fancy.
Wow, it looks lovely.
They went crazy.
It's very fancy. It does look like Versailles.
It does, it's insane. They have paintings on the ceiling. Remember,
My
like,
daughter's getting married in a warehouse. I was in a converted warehouse in Brooklyn. Yeah.
yeah.
So you've been up to the Berkshires with some regularity, or is it just
Yeah,
with
my
you?
mother used to have a place there. So
Where?
we used to go in Montferrat,
Okay.
and we would go up there for she had it for about 15 years. And my
It's a very happy place for us.
It's
The pace, the speed of play. We have incredible friends. We just went for brunch with 5 couples.
my
We're never
sister
alone.
goes to this place. Her favorite place in the whole world is at the Wise coffee shop up there in Stockbridge called 60.
Number 60, though, they make coffee.
Yeah.
We bike there.
It's like 2/3 of the way through a wall.
Oh yeah, so you stopped there.
Number 60.
She'll be there. Like she doesn't even live up there.
That's so fun. They're really well known for their sort of light fare and
number 60
Close to the Red
Coffee.
Lion.
Far from the Red Line. Red Line, this is West Stockbridge. Number 60 goes to West Stockbridge, and the Red Line is in Stockbridge.
It's just 3 miles.
You've been up there.
It's
just-
If you're on a bike, you would know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a hilly place. It's so pretty.
So we bike around here. This is a terrible place to bike. First of all, it's incredibly dangerous. Because people aren't used to bikers.
Are there bike lanes?
And it's flat, but up in the Berkshires, they're awful. There are more bikers on the road in the Berkshires than there are people, but here they don't. So it's, my one fall was right around the corner from here, the one time I had a fall. It's flat, and there's a lot of traffic lights, and the side of the road, whatever it's called, the soft shoulder is gravel.
Not as bad as one. Everybody's either bikes or motorcycles.
And people are nicer when they're out there.
Yeah. Usually it's
Most weekends?
going straight and the car making the right.
Right now, it's really tough next year, but we,
Erica, every time she gets a patient,
generally
I
at
get a
least
phone call. Could you stop by?
No, it's great.
I mean, go over the car and.
Yeah, given your schedule,
How's
you
the,
can
so
be
you got three
flexible.
friends?
Yeah, one at one. That was popular.
we're working into the
Actually, one of the guys from
because
Jackson.
I'm not,
Yeah.
He was in
So you work
for
together?
a while. Yeah, he was trying.
so I,
But he got back.
school,
He got back. Yeah, we're gonna try. I got into
Is those now?
recovered after like 6 months.
Is those coming?
That's the thing. So,
I figured now. You just, this me, just bike ride, just kick it out your sleeve. You gotta get your bike ready, you gotta, I mean, it's a whole process to get a ride. Even if you go 50 miles, you have to cut out, but we just have to do that.
Yeah, right, who knows?
That's great. I can write it on the
Yeah, with different skills. Yeah, yeah.
You do?
well, I do words of public speech.
Yeah, a fair amount.
We have the phone right back.
You get used to it, it's like anything. If you do it a lot,
Yeah, but how many years?
Oh, it's not, you could, if you wanted to, you could.
Well, that's good. What a nice story.
Yeah, so we don't have like at least 25 years old.
Yeah, no, it's just, kids, we're basically backyard.
I know.
You know what, we have such amazing clients, we have such amazing clients, these are like families, they've been with me for all these years, and we're on third generation, and I can't just walk away.
No, I hear you.
Can't, I wish I could. I mean, we wanted a trip with we wanted a bike trip. We wanted a bike trip to Croatia in September. Last September, we were friends for bike. That was like 5 girls. And I'm the only one left that's working full time. Brad works part time. He's a girl husband. They're all the rest of them are retired. You see, every one of them completely retired. And they look at me like, what's wrong with you? But I have a really cool job. I mean, really cool people. I travel. I do a ton of coaching and training, and we get to go to really nice places and stay at really nice hotels. It's really exciting. Yeah.
Sometimes she goes by herself.
I do sometimes. What about you, Mr. Retirement? You just started teaching.
Well, it's like,
Retirement job.
well, I've taken on so many things. I'm very, very busy. But I only do things I like.
Publishing at all? Or? Yeah, you do.
And I know.
He just said that like a month ago.
My wife says, you see retirement in what way?
I mean, she's still lawyering or?
Yeah. At George Wilcox.
What kind of law does she practice?
Corporate healthcare, so hospital mergers.
That's interesting.
So she likes what she does, so we've agreed that we'll dial back in a significant way by getting together.
We hold you to that? Can we hold you to that?
I'd be ready. I'd like to.
Can we hold you to that?
Yeah.
That'd be never. I'm younger than you guys.
Yeah, I know exactly how old you are. So that would be our plan, and then we'll. But I really like the so she.
Well, that's the key, you know, if you're, you know, what about you? What happened to you? Do you work full 40 hour week?
I work, so our full-time now is 35 hours, and 4 days. So
4 long days.
every other week, 40 weekend, 40 weekend.
Hello, are you okay?
Yeah. Another 5 years. But I like, so like working it's hard to walk away from money at this point. Just thinking about vacation. Yeah, just did a cruise, family cruise, and then we went to Denali for 2 days.
Interesting. Have you ever done that? It's on our list with everything else.
We got a long list.
We got a long list.
Well, that's good. It's good to have a long list. When you run out of things to do.
Yeah. Pretty much pack a suitcase and do it every time. Grab and go.
Given the work you do,
I just take my technology, 2 laptops, 2 iPads, 2 phones, big pocketbook. Big pocketbook. We have a great team. We have 8 people working for us, and so we've got a good infrastructure. And I mean, they're doing more and more. So yeah, the answer is that we could. We do. And so actually, I just put on our calendars for the entire month of August in the Berkshires next year because when we left the other day, I was really sad. I hate to leave them. Oh yeah, we can look remotely. I mean, with WebEx and Zoom, other than when I'm in a big room with a whole lot of people. Yeah.
And eye drops.
They need to be actors, but they're also way younger and so early days in their career, and either are the 2 partners too. I think the oldest one's 45. I mean, he's kind of paper trained. He said it to his face too.
It's going down. It's going out. It's good now.
I don't think there's any scene.
that's great. It's very
Yeah, I'm sure you've heard. I mean, everyone's got stories. This person wakes up one day with this or that. Yeah. Yeah. As my therapist says, breathing through it. He'll be fine.
Another cocktail.
And he's like,
Yeah, after we did that cruise, they all want to go.
I hear it. I haven't
Well, I'm
done
not a boater, a water.
That's better than big boats. Those are river boats.
Well, with the riverboat we did in Croatia, only had 38, total 38.
You're out in the city, you're out of the boat every day. There's a bike.
Well, the bike trip, we was with bike from Croatia. This is,
You go biking.
you know, we're all wearing
Bike to the boat and take it to the next location. So you don't have to
change hotels.
change So that was good. This is good.
Yeah, we've done a half a dozen of those bike trips there. Even if you're not a skilled or competent biker, we've got the nicest people in there, so much fun. And you see things so differently when you're on a bike. And a lot of people take e-bikes now. We don't. You probably shouldn't. Take e-bikes, so you don't have to have really bike. And they just put them in turbo.
It sounds like a great way.
But it's everyone our age that have a little bit of wealth and success, so they're relaxed and they're on holiday and they're off for a couple of weeks. And we're all seem to be sort of like-minded. We've met the nicest, most interesting. We were on one trip with 4 infectious disease doctors and 2. Well, then to me, so it's good to have a bunch of docs on the phone. And a urologist, 4 infectious disease urologists.
Never had a case. Look what happened. one of the friends who went actually.
On the trip.
We're in Israel.
Is it in Rutgers? So I remember that like our age. And they were going on the phone.
Good name.
And he's a doctor. So
So
you're like, what do you got? What do you got? What do you got?
So he got everything. Something to open up the blood vessels. No kidding. No, just talk about again, on video. We're on video. Don't mention his name. But yeah, he literally had a handful of it.
And did it help? Did it stop? It's always been family doctor.
Indeed. Well, so talk about being older. I have a consultation practice, and so it's a women's practice, but not far from here. And I said to her, we're gonna go. We're taking the kids to Greece for 2 weeks. So she said we should take some meds. I go, I don't take anything. I don't need anything. I've got some supplements, some women's things. I don't need anything. She goes, I'm gonna rate your prescription for a couple of days. You should just take just in case. So he goes over to this compounding pharmacy where we get our meds. He comes over with a sack full of stuff. I go, what the hell is it? It's a travel pack. It has something for COVID, something for pneumonia, something for skin disease, something for a UTI, and so I take them everywhere we go, and I've never opened them. So should you take them? But who knows? She goes, because I have to pray. If you get sick, do you want to go to? I had a friend out of my church who fell, had to navigate a Band-Aid issue with German pharmacists and get sutures. Like he wanted those instance, those glue sutures.
Remote.
That's the other thing, because
Dana just started teaching at the other side. Standing on some structure that collapsed, and you got a traumatic brain.
I had to wait for her to get back before I could go out.
As one does.
She sent her little away.
Airlifted out of this country, delivered to
She wanted to come, but we were like, alright, Griffin lives up in the car.
Then to New York.
That's gonna be catastrophic. And that's happened before, and
You have to walk, whatever.
yeah. Then you gotta stop.
It's just like the worst place imaginable.
We had to take his older brother somewhere once, and he threw up in the car.
Medical evac insurance.
That was so bad.
So he had it.
He's a very.
Oh, he
He said it's.
Dana gets motion sickness, and he takes after Dana.
But I finally was aware, like, this about it, and like, we always, and you're at an explosion at your house,
Had it for a while too, so they always had to
Yeah.
so I'm like calling her back immediately, she's not picking up.
It was getting so bad, because it happened at like food events, where like, we're supposed to make a day of something, and then he threw up in the car, and the whole day was done. So we started wrapping the car, like his child,
Do you have any idea?
in like sheets. So like if he does it, we just, you know. And he was taking medicine for a while, but he hasn't taken it. Like we would give him if we were like expecting to drive home in 30 minutes. I forget what the medicine is, but it's supposed to help. Something like that.
Yeah.
Dana picked it out, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, they go.
It's robust and healthy now.
Yeah, something that even if that helps, because he was also he can't help himself. He keeps reading like the street signs. Yeah, because he like shouldn't be reading, but that was a big part of it.
Yeah, that was a big trigger for me.
I didn't even really know there was books and stuff, right?
I was not supposed to, but I.
Were you in early part?
Yeah, and also it was just like, my class was like so much earlier.
Stayed on Scarlet, which is but you still have to worry about animals being zebras and other things.
It's like a full
Tense, but it was
It's like a.
it's real actually. They had tin roofs. They just had like canvas signs, little windows, regular stone floor, brick and mortar bathroom. It was great. It was unbelievable. We had great times, which was a big thing. My nephew was a Peace Corps, so we went. He actually arranged for everything and spoke the language. By the time we got there, yeah. So everybody was, people
Do you
were all
want to do
amazed.
that along Savannah? Do you have any desire?
It was really, it was. No, we were actually, when you drive around San Diego, they, you know, they're on the radio with each other. Say, you know, where you see the animals, the lions, we saw.
Part of that.
30, 20 lions, they would like pull up in, they would sleep. One was only one shot carcass. And then pull up within like 20 feet of them. And then, okay, no, we were in we had 2 Land Cruisers. And you can stick your head out the top of the Land Cruiser. But there were other trucks there, like Jeeps that had like the stadium seating almost, with no like protection on the side. I'm like, I don't think that's, but we saw thousands and thousands of wildebeest everywhere in zebras. And it was during the Great Migration. So they all come across, the Massa River, and we saw some of them, and the crocodiles trying to eat them as they go. So it's bizarre, yeah. It's like you could. Yeah. No, you see, they all run down, and they get close, and they all turn around and run back, and then all of a sudden they start going, and somebody gets it. Well, the luckiest.
Yeah, right.
We were the hippos, all the place, elephants, giraffes. The elephants were
This way.
It's just, it's an amazing adventure.
And the most dangerous things are they are the water buffaloes. One of them like actually charged, at one point charged the Land Cruiser, and it pulled away, and the thing was probably running 30 miles an hour for, you know, a couple hundred yards, and then try to keep up.
Exactly.
Right. It was funny, we.
You were fishermen or?
Just cruise around, not a fisherman, but we travel around. And we just got this bigger boat, and our plan was to retire, go out and cruise around, you know, go anywhere. So we're learning how to use it.
How many does it sleep?
It's 3 bedrooms, so it's 3 feet, 6 people comfortably. It's pretty big, and it's seaworthy, so you could go. I wouldn't cross the ocean, because that would be foolhardy, but you can take it down to the Bahamas or South America. You go do that.
Did you have somebody crew it for you, or you do
You
it?
could. You could. I've learned how to do it. We haven't hired. When we bought it, we had a cat. It came from us. But it's, you know how to, like, you can do it yourself, but not going somewhere hard in the ocean. So our plan is to go up to the inland coast, Florida, to the Bahamas, around the coast, the Gulf of Mexico. So this summer we've just been cruising around
Just getting used to it, yeah.
And
Nice, calm Chesapeake Bay.
and you're always within a mile or two of somebody can help you.
Right, right.
So, but it's been fun. But no fishing. I'm not good at that.
Yeah, I thought it was friend. Years ago, out of sight of land.
Yeah.
I found that very.
Yeah, if it's a really big boat, like a cruise ship, it's one thing. But I don't have enough confidence in my ability to be in a situation that requires that sort of training, because I don't have it. I can run the boat, I can dock it, I can go around the bank, I can go along the coast.
SOS, get the Coast Guard help.
Yeah, but if you're 1,000 miles off the Atlantic coast,
You want to be able to see the land.
yeah, exactly. Right.
I mean, I'm not kidding with guys, I don't know.
Standing nearby,
Really.
and I like look over.
Even when we were cruising those little Croatian islands, I always knew I could see the next island.
Yeah, because they're.
So on this wide river cruise, we'll always be in sight of the shore.
You're on a rural river.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's very nice. But you see your local bodies. I always thought a river trip would be great.
We were coerced into this. This was not our first choice for the next vacation. With really good close old friends, and they were a lot of fun to travel with.
I've been there all this year. I drove by today.
It's a thing.
Yeah, no, expect a full report.
Okay.
It's good.
I could do. So you went back for this 50th?
I thought I broke it for a second.
No, because I didn't graduate with this class.
They kept you behind? What happened?
I was left at
You're a smart guy.
We had the same hall teacher in fourth grade when I had to live with.
I knew these guys in second grade and third grade.
And then where'd you move to? Off the island?
No, on the island, but the other place, the first one on this was main lefty twist, and I graduated so I would be curious, but I don't know.
I don't have a single person I would talk to other than maybe Kevin from my, and I didn't grow up that far from here.
Here in New Jersey.
My mom still lives in Jersey.
Yeah, this is like tuning sport, just so.
So, but yeah, they all, but I all graduated class.
Did you have a fun high school experience? If you had a really positive experience, one way.
No, I grew up in a very conservative, restrictive Jewish household. I was sort of kept in a little box, which is why I told you what happened, not to say it on camera when I got to college. But yeah, I never went back. But no, I don't. None of my friends, not many of my friends must went to college. Yeah, there was a farm community.
How big was your class?
They just like looked at me with like.
What percentage did you say went off to college?
Face ever, and it was like.
So they all did, because I was half of my high school class.
Classmates are in and around.
That area.
12-hour day.
It's a nice place to live. I can see the area where I went to high school is like that. A lot of my classmates from there still live. It's a nice place to grow up. It wasn't what I wanted to do.
If you let gravity take over.
My daughter's kindergarten class was in the same class. It's so taken apart. It was the coolest thing walking in that classroom. Completely, you know. Same four walls, but yeah, but it was completely different.
I went to, when I first reconnected with this assault.
Not Transformer.
Frank's gonna
When we were adults, I was about 30.
I feel like
We went to homestead and walked through the school when we went back to school.
yeah.
So,
25 years.
It's obvious to see occasionally,
Sarah's having withdrawal.
I'm sorry.
West Amsterdam,
I'm
yeah.
at home, so if I was like 20 years
school, it was very, very sweet
get a
place.
flow.
You can get the, yeah, you can also get
The building is still there.
Sometime around 6:30, 6:45, we're gonna start to have the speeches and stuff. So.
No, the class
Just waiting for a few more people.
Coefficients. All right.
Yeah, I figured that.
So I'm like, hey Dana, look at this. It's just like,
Well, that's just about what plastic is.
actually, I love that color.
Is the demographic still the same, sort of?
We're trying to figure out like.
Maybe young families have a hard time.
There's like some things we spend like time.
There's a lot of Boston
early
people.
and then
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the,
Train.
that's the economic.
and then like,
And have a lot of, financial opportunities. They're smart, they want to.
So the mayoral office in the Grace Willcox.
but this one's also a little.
Where that's from, so the mayoral office.
So you're like,
Like the reputation. Those were the days.
I was gonna ask you what it was, and then when I got a good look, I was like, oh yeah, it is.
It's an orange desk. But yeah, no, the Garden City office had.
Oh, okay, it's a little bit.
I wasn't there, I don't know.
Who knows?
My dad did.
I saw Ryan's photos, he looked dope. More fun for live stream.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah, we're gonna go on Sunday when he comes out.
I was trying to get hold of this album.
That Frank White probably
Last
just
time we were there, I thought it was
covered.
So
Like, I would love to.
Vinyl you're talking about? Yes.
I don't have any. I had ideas.
the old record player.
They downsized, but Frank was telling me also that right after they moved into the house, they had a flood and the house was 2 feet of water. So Mr. Saul bought this house, the rest was like a community. Oh, 5,500, right around here, amongst them. And he said right after Mr. Saul bought it, then they bought it for him. We all moved in, and 2 weeks later, there was 2 feet of water, kind of a weather related. So maybe his hours. I think the touch of incense about all worked jackets.
There's this, it's when she went, I forget the, like, I think she does like this, or turns around, she's like,
near the retirement.
I wanted to get that on my like, an artist that I have, at least not an artist near me. I've seen artists since that are really good at
fat. And he had a walker.
That's the thing,
Really? That's
always
funny.
going.
Oh, man.
That is funny.
And,
That's great.
Very charming.
I wish I had made the trip to this country, trying to get it. And there's a lot of times who has fun to get, I've seen other people with them, I'm like, oh, all right, they're not an artist.
He's like,
I held on to them all these years.
yeah, big house. Records.
You never know what's coming in.
Yeah, really. Always need a pair of those.
Do it now, because if you don't, like,
Yeah.
especially when you have kids, like,
I think there's gonna be some remarks. You guys are close.
Oh, we live 6 or 7 miles from here.
Well, I don't know, 200 miles.
There you go.
You'll
Yeah,
come first.
we had a bunch of girls from Altamont with the lake for the
Probably get home
weekend.
before me, I had to the island.
Where do you live?
In Garden South.
Yeah,
Just a little late.
yeah. A race.
We should beat that traffic, right, around the Beltway. That's,
Yeah, I don't have any Beltway traffic. The way I go right up the turnpike, go down the
13.
turnpike, and then
Y'all rented it.
across the bridge, and then I go up to 301.
With Spirit Awakening, that was like legitimately.
so what town?
I forget what
So
the
it's, there might be some traffic coming out of here, but
How far is that from McLean, Northwest Virginia?
yeah, we are, you know where our Annapolis is? Our house is on the other side of the bay, from Annapolis, but sort of like,
Is this the house you raised your family in?
no, we owned it for about 20 years, but it's sort of like,
Have you transitioned to full-time?
yeah, but our plan was to, you eventually.
Which, I mean, I love our house in Rutgers. It's too far. All my kids are right around Manhattan. And now we have one baby and one on the way, and a new son-in-law. I could never live 180 miles away from my kids.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing.
Yeah.
It's not easy to figure that
No,
out.
voice acting in Japan.
Well, you know, to have this,
Yeah, it's an art.
second chance afterwards, having worked full time and having someone help us take care of the kids, and now they've got spouses and the family's grown. Like I said, tomorrow's not promised anything. Yeah.
Oh, every time you say goodbye to your doctor, she goes, I don't know when I'm third one. I don't know when I'm seeing you.
Like next week. Like next week.
That's nice.
It really
When's
is.
Korea taking us?
That's very nice.
Really is.
Well, it's a good moment. And you can help with the grandchildren.
It's not gonna be out of Boulder Beach.
She just went to the doctors. They're gonna deliver her early because we make little babies. I mean, I'm the tallest in my family, and we have very small children. And then my granddaughter's very tiny, but Andy's his baby. We don't make any big ones. And Erica's fiance is 6'4". Eric, my kids are 5 foot nothing, and her fiance is 6'4". Yeah. She's too big. Yeah.
Erica's not extremely well.
So I can almost tell you, she'll be married in October and she'll be born in September.
Is that right?
Pretty sure. Pretty sure. Yeah.
She's got her word charged.
She's a doctor of physical therapy and she wants to go per diem. So she can get on this medical plan. And then the medical will be covered, the maternity will be covered by this medical plan. Then she can go per diem and she'll have to worry about saving for retirement. She's good.
Good to plan.
I remember there was actually a saber too, where like,
That was paid off for student
Well,
loans.
like you took me
1 out of 3. 1 out of 3.
take the wins where you can. They're all different.
I know. I used to always say that we have girls on I can't really say that anymore. I just mean they're different.
Right, I know what you mean. It's a generational thing.
Yeah, that is a generational thing.
Right.
Lost. There's a lost in the girls' jokes.
Yeah, right. I say certain things to our kids and they look at me.
Yes, I said, where's the beef
I remember
the
this
other
one
day?
time we were playing this wrestling game. It was like ECW Hardcore Revolution. It was like super violent. Like it was wrestling, but they had like you could substitute the ropes for like barbed wire and all this other stuff. It was like very hardcore. And like Evan and I were playing it, but we were playing as like women wrestlers. So like Norman came down and he was like,
Clearly.
how could you do that to another woman?
No, he has so many opinions about this though.
Yeah.
Literally, like, it was like 2 years ago, he was like.
You might be.
Yeah, no.
He's like, no one wants to see a woman with a messed up face or something like that.
I was like, I don't know, I think it's kind of fun.
Yeah, no, he saw it. He wasn't a fan.
He had certain things, he wasn't, he didn't like bloody that way. That was his name.
Thank God for that.
Oh my God. Have you heard my favorite story about which was, no, his
Oh, his mom?
Yeah.
Never even heard of it.
We decided, what, it was a party bus, yeah, it's face each other, face each other.
My grandma, Grace. And then once he explained that he was reading her, he got rude, she was fine with it, and that was why she was like,
Wait, so what was it originally?
Jewish.
Oh, okay.
Well, they just choose it. Like, their whole,
It's like heavy emphasis on the ish.
yeah. So like, they just assimilated. Like, they didn't raise them. They were like, no, we're married. But, great grandmother.
Yeah, when my dad went to my
Not really, it's the giant. It's nice to be here.
Oh, you're talking about the giant.
He always says it goes back to like 1976 when he won the Super Bowl.
I remember.
Yes, he does.
That's wild.
Which is how I ended up. It breaks your heart.
That's incredible.
Thank you.
But then they
उसमें obituary में लिखा हुआ था 98
I guess that's kind of cool because like there are some people who like only been
2 साल के लिए सेंचुरी
काफी मतलब
like I tell people, you know, like Thanksgiving, you know, yeah.
Was there all?
How come they wouldn't bring it back? No.
After we left, it's crazy.
I remember being sick.
Yeah.
One of our friends from the board would tell us some of the issues and troubles, and they've actually knocked them out. They took all of these things. There's so few.
Yeah, well, that's what I
Control all the leases.
I had a no tolerance policy, so people, women are getting sexually molested, we would shut them down. And so I was not popular in the fraternity. And when I left, there were maybe 2 left, so out of 10 when I got there.
They let ours, I mean, we were in a cinder block building, there's nothing. And I don't know, 10 years ago, they let the
I'm pretty sure.
Hello, are you okay?
All over the wall.
These guys just like the crap out of them.
Yeah, well, that's probably,
Take care.
some of them are better than others.
Fireworks now, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Put a bunch of young men together.
Alcohol,
Beer.
beer on tap.
Not good.
Right, women around.
That university looks very different. We went back for my 45th reunion, and it's very sterile looking now. Well, a lot of the new buildings are,
So we're fraternity room was 10 Corn 10 years.
Yeah.
Well, it was great when they put the new
They eventually bought it.
So what did you call it? Now, all the buildings are solar heated, and what's the name of it when you have buildings that are sustainable? Yeah, so carbon neutral, yeah. But if they all look exactly the same, it's not that sort of the Crimson looks the same as it always has. I've lived here all my life. It's the same, the same feel. It's very sterile, very generic looking. It's disappointing, really disappointing.
So
You see
you
stuff.
like yeah, just the doubles, the roommates. It seems like now everybody's like starting to push this.
I have a good question. I left Lafayette in 12 years ago, so like 15, 14 years ago, and there were lots of doubles. Probably more concierge kind of thing.
It seemed like sort of rite of passage.
Yeah.
Thrown
How
out.
to make do with somebody.
My parents made us my best friend. We lived together all 4 years. No, we were like family. Carolyn and Randy too. Carolyn was in
That's like little kids too?
We just know each other.
Everyone just go to each other's houses sometimes.
Yeah.
And then again in high school. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we were in different fourth, fifth, sixth
Yeah,
grade classes.
whatever. Long time ago.
I got my freshman year.
Yeah, there were 2 of you.
For 2.
You make it work. It's just what it was.
Yeah, I came home the first day of school. Came home.
I was like, should we make that like in honor of him? I was like,
Oh, God, it's awful. We went from the best to the
We
worst.
went from Mr. Salt to the DJ.
That's a tough transition.
An old school mom, never smiled, hard, mean, wanted to, I guess she did.
I got
I'm sure you deserved it.
No, I actually,
Randy, I know.
I had to run like 2 in a line. We were watching, you know, the old videos of you and you were there, I think it was, right? You were there. And I had to turn off on the camera or something. And the first time I did it, I stepped over the cord from my seat. Don't step over the cord. And then the second time, I just naturally, got up and I stepped over, like turned off. And also, holy shit. And then later on, she put her arm on it, like she was like, oh, don't tell me. And then knew my dad was the principal. I was like,
Whoops.
Yeah, I never told my parents.
Watch the floor. Speaking of which.
There you go.
The microphone's on for you.
Okay, great.
All right.
Thank you. Oh my God.
Everything's on? Yeah, it's on.
Notes in here.
There you go.
Yep. Just put it right up by, hold on to it, yeah.
You gotta go, is this thing on?
Yeah, right, you did that. We're gonna have a few speeches and not too late.
Hold it closer.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't realize why they have these things so close on the stage or whatever. But in any case, so we're gonna have a couple of things that someone was wanting to say about Norm, who was a wonderful guy. Unless you want to go first, I'll be happy to go first. Okay. I'll go first, and then I guess you can go and you can go, and if there are other people who want to give a little talk, that would be great. Dan, I thought you were going to be something there as well. So, all right. So without further ado,
Yeah, I was gonna say, you put it in the holder, yeah.
I'm going to do that. Okay. I need to.
Get your
Yeah. I'm old. I don't have my.
Fine.
Trying to figure out a way to do this. I don't have to hold it. How's that? Can you guys hear me?
No. It's not the same.
No? What, I turn it on? How's it on?
Now we hear.
Okay, now I won't touch it. Okay, well, I want to thank everybody for coming here. Noam was a wonderful guy and a very special guy. I met him in 1982 when I first started dating my wife Lori. And he was just a really wonderful guy. He welcomed us, welcomed me with open arms, so to speak. And he was a very interesting person in that he had spent a life teaching in Garden City. And in fact, we have a few of his students here today, which tells you a little bit something about the impact that he had on the people around him. And I know, I've heard a lot of stories about how he conducted classes, and it sounded like it was a lot of fun. When our kids were growing up, we had him come into their class and do a few things as well. So they got a little bit of it, but not the everyday that you guys got. So, I mean, it just speaks volumes of someone when 3 people from his class, what, 48, 50, how many years ago? A long time ago.
Yeah.
I don't give you away, but a long time ago, have shown up to pay their respects. So, I mean, that's really wonderful. Now, Noam meant a lot of things to many different people. And he made a lot of difference in many people's lives. Oh, sorry. I keep forgetting, I got talking to this thing. So, and he made a big difference in many people's lives. He made a big difference in our lives. When we first moved into our house in Rossmore, a little thing called Henri showed up and flooded us. We had 2 feet of water in our house. And we were not able to live there for a whole 6 months. And he said, live with him. We took him up on that, and it was great. We all got along very nicely. And so nicely, in fact, that once we were able to go back into our house, he decided to sell his house and move in with us. So for the last 3.5 years, he's lived with us, and it's been a pleasure. He's a wonderful guy, and man, does he have an appetite.
Oh, yeah.
Let me tell you, and he loves his sweets. Amazing. He likes, you know, chocolate, likes lemon, amazing stuff. So he'd always want to go out and eat, and he'd have desserts, and I don't know where he put it, but he just sucked it. Anyway, so he, you know, he helped a lot of people out. And whenever he had anything, he liked to share. And so when he sold his house in Garden City, he made a lot of money on it. And he says, I don't need all this. I'm going to buy a house. And we helped him find a house down here in Jersey that was a fraction of the cost. So he helped out his children and his grandchildren by giving them some funds towards college or a house or a car or whatever. And it was really special. And he would do that over and over again. When he sold his house in Clearbrook to move in with us, he also made a nice profit. So he spread that around. And my sons really appreciated being able to pay down their college loans a little bit. So, and he was, you know, among the amazing things he did, and I'm sure my son Evan will talk about it, was at the age of 90, Evan and he took a trip to Europe. How he had the energy to run around Europe at the age of 90 is beyond my comprehension. But he did it. So, I mean, he was well liked by everybody, except perhaps the mailman. Norm contributes to every charity known to man, and every Democratic candidate known to man. And we get so much mail that, you know, there'd be a 6-inch high pile inside his door. It was just insane. And he still get the mail. So, you know, for whatever that's worth. But he was a very giving guy, a wonderful guy. And, you know, I'm blessed to have had him in my life. And I hope that, I hope he's feeling no pain now, someplace better. And as I guess was said in Shakespeare's Hamlet, good night, sweet prince, and have a wonderful, happy, and relaxed time in eternity. I'll wrap it up there. Evan, would you want to go next, or Lauren, you want to go next?
Yeah.
Okay. This is tricky this time.
Okay.
You probably have to move it down a little bit.
Good? Okay. There was a lot of music and art, science and math in our house growing up. Dad would bring classroom critters home over summer break. We hatched a monarch butterfly we transported from Mom's Cornfield Point family home one year. Dad taught us folk songs, and his classes had recorder performances. He had a big bubble wand that all the grandkids and cousins played with, trying to make the biggest bubble. He went kite flying with his grandson, Evan, creating joy in their lives, which continued from a childhood into Evan's adulthood. Dad threw an 80th birthday party for himself, family, friends, and neighbors filled our backyard. There were pictures of many different times in his life. He came up with a new word, Gucci, which was a combination of gooey and fudgy. This was the kind of chocolate cake he would ask for on every birthday. He had this on his last birthday when he turned 98. Yes, my dad had a sweet tooth, as Frank said. Dad would swim at the pool and beach in the summer and indoors in the winter. He would take off on weekends to go to Vermont skiing and sometimes leave school early to ski locally, as I learned recently. After he moved down to New Jersey with Mom, he continued swimming as well as riding his bicycle, playing ping pong, learning to tap dance, and going to the gym. He continued talking to his book club back in Garden City and joined a book club after he moved in with us as well. The New York Times was delivered every day, which he would read several pages of, sometimes aloud. He kept on top of the news, watching several hours a day, more if we didn't stop him. There were many outings in the last few years: dinners, parties, concerts, movies, the beach, and the Amish market. He would go with his wonderful caregiver, Ann, and come back with a lot of food and about 10 desserts. We will miss his joy, his laugh, his great observations, and his love of all of us, our kitties, and the beauty of nature, especially the clouds and the butterflies.
Thank you.
All right.
Good to see many familiar people.
Yeah, he needs it up higher.
I don't know if you can hear me, but
We can hear
Now
you.
we can.
good. That's the goal. Last time I had the speaking position, I was not able to be heard. So I'll make sure I'm heard this time. So I will just have my mouth right over the mic. You may be wondering why I'm wearing such a funny outfit. It is a tribute to my grandfather, who bought me this shirt and also was well known for flagrant fashion violations. 8 years ago on this day, we went to Versailles and the Louvre. It would be a memorable day as it would inspire my wedding later this month. Papa loved Versailles, but he loved Sagrada Familia more. He sat in awe in many of the places we saw on that trip, including in Rome and Paris. While he was soaking in what would be his one and only time, I was thinking of going back. I did go back many times and brought him magnets from each of my adventures. Papa, as he had me call him, was one of my role models. He was the one who took me in to live with him so I could save up for a house and so I could help him take care of my aging grandmother, and who I lived with during the pandemic and only requested gefilte fish for the month when I told him I'm only going out shopping once this month. He was the one who took me to New Orleans, fed me pizza after overdoing it on Bourbon Street. I apologize for missing that dinner reservation, but he took it in stride. He took me to Rutgers bowl games in Europe for the first time. He was the one that showed me what loving someone till death do they part looks like, as he stayed next to my grandmother until the very end. Papa loved history and politics and always found fascinating ways to blend the present with the past. When I'd say, "I'll be back," he'd say, "All right, MacArthur." I find it interesting he got sick shortly before the 80th anniversary of VE Day and passed shortly before the anniversary of the signing of the end of World War II on the USS Missouri. One of his great feats, as was mentioned, was that he had traveled across the Pacific and the Atlantic by boat. He would tell me of all the stars he saw, the motorcycle sidecar machine guns of Marseille, the silhouettes of Hiroshima, and how it made him a pacifist. As he might add, as a caveat, in one of his punny ways, not in a way that he loved the Pacific, but in a way that he hated war. Lost my spot. He always loved watching tennis and Rutgers games. He played ping pong, swam, and tap danced all the way up until the last year or so, which is impressive for a 97-year-old. I'll miss his handshakes, love of butterflies, his laughs, and his routine of Sunday massages for saving me interesting articles in the newspaper. I'll miss his insights and inquisitiveness. I'll miss his love of blueberries and lemons and pancakes, and all three together. Also, tiramisu and Gucci cake. I loved him so much, and I am so grateful for all he has done for me and my family and my future. I know how excited he was for my wedding. I know he will now have a front row seat watching with my brother, my grandmother, and all those who could not make it. I will make sure you are remembered and honored. I love you, Papa.
Hi guys, I'm just winging this, so.
Okay,
You're on.
Grandpa and I, we weren't really that close for like the middle of my life. Like when I was a little kid, I'd spend a lot of time at his house, and Grandma would feed me Jell-O with whipped cream, which I'm now addicted to. And he would teach me math, and I loved both of them when I was little, and then we kind of drifted apart for a while, and then when I was an adult, I feel like he suddenly was like, "Oh, you're a person that I can talk to." Like, I feel like he just didn't know. He was like, "You are a young girl, and I don't know what to do with you." So when I became an adult, he was like, "We can just talk all the time." And for a lot of years there, we just talked on the phone all the time, and he would just wanted to talk about anything and everything, and things he thought about people that he didn't want to tell other people. And just as I got older, he was like, "I'm just gonna tell you like weird things that happened in my life. So I'm gonna tell you my favorite story he ever told me." This is when he was in Japan, when he was stationed there, not during the war, but he was stationed there, and one of his buddies had a girlfriend locally. He was dating a Japanese woman. And one night they like went out partying or something, and they got caught off the base. They had to like be back by a certain time. And so they didn't want to go back because they were like gonna get in trouble if they like are found to be breaking curfew. So they ended up going and staying at her place. So he was like, so I slept over with my buddy and his girlfriend in this place. And it was just like, I feel like he's trying to imply to me that they had a threesome, but I don't know for sure. Like, because he was like, I can't cross that line, but like, I think that that's what he was trying to tell me. Also, like, I was like the gay grandkid, so he was like, I feel like he was like, I want you to know that like me and another dude were like in a room at one point. And I'm like, cool. So I got like the dark side of grandpa. Like I feel like I've got like a lot of weird stories, like a lot of drunk stories, and like, I don't know, he was just like, talking about, he's like, people, but it was good, it was nice. So I feel like we were very similar. We realized we had a lot in common, and we were like, we just liked to talk about things in the same way, and it was just good to talk to him. And we would write letters to each other, and I would tell him like, I have depression, and he would be like, oh my god, no. And like, which is weird because we would write about it, but then we would like, and the letters would take like months to get to each other, but we'd have phone calls in between, but we would not talk about what was in the letters in our phone calls. And I was like, this is the normal way to talk to people. But yeah, the one time, it was, he had another son named Andy that died when he was young. And the one time he ever talked to me about Andy was after I wrote to him about just struggling mentally. And he wrote back to me and he was just like, I'm so sorry to hear that. And he was like, he was talking about how like he didn't know that Andy was suffering, and he was really glad that I had told him that I was struggling, essentially. And I was like, wow, like I never heard him talk about that time period and stuff. And he was always just trying to be really understanding. He always wanted to learn. Like I think like he was a boisterous bit, but he knew he wasn't perfect. So he was always opening to learning new things. Like he wanted to talk about stuff. He's like, I want to learn about this mental health stuff. I want to learn about the world. I want to learn about like weird race stuff that I'm saying sometimes. And I liked that. Like he was the first person in my life to be like, I'm not always right about everything. Right about most things. Like he thought he was right about most things, but not about everything. And I like that he wasn't perfect. He was just a guy who like maybe had a threesome one time in Japan, and that was awesome. And I look up to him. But not married. I'm happily married. But yeah. And one of my favorite things was also that he just was so like open about everything with me, and open to us, and like he really liked my wife, which might be because she's hot, but I don't know. Like, because he was just like any hot woman around who was just like, hello, I like you. She is really funny though too, so like I think that's part of it. But he did like her a lot. He loved us, and I remember one of my lasting memories of him is just he took a moment to be like alone with me and her, and he took both of our hands, and he was saying, you know what, I have 2 granddaughters, but I want you to know that. And it was just like, and he like wanted us to be like alone for that moment, just to like have a nice moment of acceptance with him. And he just, he really liked my wife, but he wanted to know that she's also his granddaughter. So yeah, but no, he always made me feel like he accepted all of me. He liked everything about me and all my cursing and all those things, and that made me feel good. He felt like I was like, this is what family is. Like he felt like real family, like someone that like, I was like, oh, like we're connected through time and through like blood, but we're also we are really family. And yeah, and I loved it. So thanks, Grandpa, for telling me about your potential threesome, and also for really liking my wife, because she's awesome, and for always caring about her and spelling her name wrong in all your letters. But I really do love you, and I love that we got to have all those conversations, and I will take some of it to my grave. I promise. So thanks.
Thanks, sir. He was a merchant marine, but he is the biggest flirt around.
Oh, yes.
He has many from the nurses in the hospital. He proposed to many of them. So, he was still at it. I know Dan Weiss wanted to come up and say a few words, so I'll let him go, and then if anybody else wants to, just let me know and we'll go there. Thanks, Steve.
Thank you, Frank. It is a special privilege to be here to honor Norm with all of you. It is often very difficult to know what kind of legacy and impact you have as a teacher, because most of the time you transform the lives of young people and they go off and you have no idea what happens to them or the ways in which you may have touched their lives. But it is a tribute to Norm that at least 3 of his students are here today. Randy Cox, Tim Kent, and myself. It just so happens we were all in the same class. But he had
That must have been a
classes.
fun class.
It was a fun class. It was a life-changing experience for me, and I'm guessing these guys are here for the same reason. I first met Norm in the fall of 1964 in 2nd grade. I was new to Garden City. I didn't know anyone. I wandered into the classroom on the first day of school, very nervous and uncertain about what this was going to entail. I didn't know a single person. And one of the first things I did was picked up a work of art, a little ceramic elephant in the classroom, and inadvertently dropped it and broke it to pieces. So my very first day in school in this new town, I was mortified. And he came running right over to me and gave me a big hug and told me it's totally fine, and then swept me up into his love, into this embrace, and introduced me to the kids in the class. And by the end of the day, couldn't have been happier with where I was. And then I had the privilege, as did Randy and Tim, to be in that class for 2 years. And we were just reminiscing about the ways in which that environment was so joyful. Everything Norm touched was joyful, all his life. But he made learning fun, and we also learned stuff. And one of the things that I took from that experience, which has stayed with me all my life, is the ways in which a classroom experience, education, can be joyful. And if you can bring those things together, you have the possibility to continue to enrich your lives in ways that's hard to measure. And that's what he did for me. I ended up spending my career as an educator. And I can tell you, if I had a different experience, if I had Mrs. George those days instead of Mr. Salt, I would not have become an educator. So that impact that he had on me was certainly true for so many of us. All his life, Norm has showed what it means to be a joyful person, but a serious person. He was interested in ideas, he was interested in people, he was generous, he was kind, he was discerning, but he was also boundless in his ability to love. I, as a former student and a dear friend, felt it all the time. At every major event in my life, Norm was there, once we reconnected when I was a grown-up. And he's family to me, very, very dear. And he taught me several things. One is that learning can be joyful, and that if it's done well, it can be a life-changing experience in that way. Another was what it means to be a loving family member. You've heard from Norm's family today. An extraordinary model of what it means to be a loving participant in a family. Uncritical, joyful, generous, kind, fun, funny, all of those things. And then finally, he taught me what one can do growing old. Traveling with Evan to Europe in 90 years old. Every day was a new adventure for him. I went to his 95th birthday party where he wore spats and tap danced. For those of you who are there, you know it's true. So he set an example of what it means to enjoy life every day and into our senior years. So he continues to teach me and to inspire me, and I will miss him dearly.
Thanks, Dan. Thanks, Dan. Thanks, Dan. Appreciate it. Anybody else want to come up and say a few words about our wonderful Norm? Well, Jay, did you want to?
Yeah, sure.
Sure. We don't judge.
It's a home crowd.
I didn't prepare anything to say, but I thought of talking about when I was in my teens. I had a really tough time. I was struggling with mental illness and didn't get diagnosed right for a long time. Dad stood by me, helped me to get treatment, and just stuck with me through a time that was really difficult. That's an example of of who he was. He was a loving father. I was always impressed that he was a good father because when he was 4, he lost his own father, so never really knew him and didn't really have a role model for fatherhood, but managed to be a very good father. That's it. That's all I have to say.
All right, well, is there anyone else who would like to say anything or bring up any stories they've had about Norm? Well, I know I had plenty of stories, but I won't go on to it again. He was, as everybody said, a wonderful person. And, you know, he treated me like a son, and I hope he felt I treated him like a father.
He thought you were Italian.
He did. He thought I was Italian. But then he found out I was Jewish. And I don't know if that was better or worse for him because he was Jewish by birth, but not by practice. But he's changed all of our lives for the better. I believe that. And, you know, he'll be sorely missed. And I guess, you know, 98 years is a pretty good run. And I'm glad he's no longer in pain and no longer has to suffer. And you no longer have to see him go into the hospital, out of the hospital, into rehab, out of rehab, into the hospital. It was just a revolving door that just was not good. I've got plenty of opinions about the system, which I'll keep to myself in a moment. But, you know, sad to see him go, but he's leaving a lot of fond memories and a lot of legacy. I mean, he's got his grandchildren, and now he has, at this point, 2 great-grandchildren. Say nothing of the cats. But, in any case, so I'm proud to have known him, and I wish you well in the land beyond. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate it. Guess that's a wrap. Thank you.
Like, I can see your face.
Just dash the memories, red.
The older she got, the more it was just like.
We love a little candy.
Love that.
It was like,
Good story is a
when
good
he's
story.
drunk, like, there was a lot of, yeah, he was like, I'm a person.
Thanks for sharing. We're gonna change my views.
I thought of that too, actually, but I was like, I feel like that's so inappropriate.
Yeah.
I think one of you guys did it, it would be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like my house family. Thanks. Would like be like about to do something racist.
No.
And you'd be like, hold up. Look at me, I'd be like, we should go. All the class.
Satellite, this is satellite.
Big job tomorrow. Yeah. And my mom has my dad here. And this little.
So.
I haven't seen that movie in so long. No. Yeah. Oh, we just finished the Gilded Age, so we got some time to watch Gilded Age. Did you watch Gilded Age? Yeah. Oh, okay. My dad loves that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, no, I feel like
No, not yet, but now I need to.
Now we need to go to Newport.
I didn't. I'm like, we need to, yeah. I mean, not that I'm like in the Middle East, like, next on the list. I have some. Of course.
50 years old riding this line.
yeah. That was fun time.
No, we know it. Now it's like a camera. We were here all, no one had cameras back in the day.
The bubble tea was awesome. It was like a bubble stick, but it had like a giant hoop on it, and you just have to like,
All my man.
And then I had Jared Yeah, not that like I just didn't know why. Yeah.
Really nice to meet you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Well, if we had our way, which you would.
Yeah. They will. Here comes guys.
something dark in that.
Yeah.
We all
I mean, the worst problem is, we've been in the house for 30 years.
I mean, I had a teacher who wasn't even my teacher, who was like kissing me down the hall. So like, I had to
And that was in the house, you know, it's nothing like,
Go away with the lights on.
no, I know. Yeah, and all that stuff, yeah, so, yeah.
No.
It's a good time, now I get to clean it out and talk to the dog. Forced decluttering, as they say.
I had gone downstairs. Like you would just.
Yeah, I did,
Yeah, this is
I know, I went, yeah, I had coffee, no, something else. So I sat down there, and the next thing I know, I was yawning, and I'm like, oh, I'll never. I know, it's getting up at 5. All right, I'll take care.
There is downstairs with donuts and coffee.
Yes. I mean, it's there, you know.
Yes, he did. I was gonna like shout that out to you, but I was like, I feel like I don't want to interrupt your flow. But yeah, he was like, they were all on the same bed, which is like definitely like.
She lives in Chambersburg.
In where?
Chambersburg, Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania?
Yeah. I'm not sure how this will work.
Yeah, that was not a once.
She was a teacher.
Yeah. That's where his blood cancer came from.
Well, she had a son.
Maybe that's what, I don't know.
And a daughter, Alyssa. And she's now.
I actually had to do that whole time, and then people started speaking, and I was like, can't have it.
Gotta be strong.
County,
I'm gonna watch. 7:15? What's that?
She's a head of administration.
Okay.
So
Oh,
we're
wow.
on that.
Clear day.
Well, I hope it all goes well.
People went downstairs to eat.
Great to see you again. Lovely shirt. Your remarks were perfect.
Yeah, he would have a qualm about walking out with stripes and flags.
I have video of him during labs.
Yeah.
When we went to the
They're
class in Madrid, he had like blue plaid and green plaid shorts. And he forgot his hat, so he was holding the napkin over his head. You and I have video. There's a video somewhere.
Yes.
Unabashed.
I was going to see my fiance, but she had to go to
Well, congratulations. Well, I wish you all the best, and we look forward to staying in touch. Let's have a lunch and celebrate Gilbert.
Absolutely.
All right. Will do.
Figure out
All
some
right.
places we can get.
Okay. Great to see you guys.
Thank you.
We'll check on there.
Take care, folks.
I have pizza. Okay, go ahead, Pete. I can't believe that.
Don't take him away, I'm going to Pete.
Same class.
You gotta hold him there like everyone is to hold him.
Downstairs.
Who's going to need, if I go down there, I can help you. It's always weird for me to hold the eye.
How are you holding up? Okay. Yeah.
Kind of drained.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's
You've been through so
sad
much.
at any
So many
age
of
to
these
be
things,
an
you know.
orphan, you know?
I know, right?
Did they say someone's an orphan when they're an adult? And they're
I know, right?
I do.
Yeah.
I embrace my orphan status.
Yes. I just figured we're the oldest generation.
It's
Yeah, I
terrible
know,
to-
right?
Someone at the beach said something about rising to the top and how it's a terrible, it's terrible to not have a grown-up in charge, you know?
Right.
You're the grown-ups now.
Yeah, like to not have someone to call and say, what do I do now?
True.
Who, you know,
We're
this
that person.
hurts, what, did that ever happen to you, you know, and it's like, it's terrible, and, yeah, I mean, that alone, but also Norman, right, and the idea that.
The toughest part was like when he wasn't able to talk to us, like
Yes.
he was just like
Yeah.
lying there, I mean.
And then all of a
He
sudden.
came back, right,
Yeah,
he was talking.
Yeah, and he was talking.
That's
and
what,
we're
when
like,
we were
Frank,
there.
Frank, how are you?
oh my,
What the heck?
he almost fell over,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
He was
no.
talking again.
When they give him hydration,
And
you
prednisone.
start talking, and prednisone,
Yeah, and he was
you
like
start
more
talking.
with it, yeah.
William says he was talking when he was there, but he was the only one who understood him.
Okay.
No, he just like couldn't, he was talking like really, really low.
Yeah, yeah.
It's gurgled, yeah.
Yeah, it was hard to
Oh, I'm glad you got
understand.
to see him up and stuff.
Yeah.
Help him drink out of the sippy cup with the
Yeah.
thing in it.
Right.
Yeah, right.
We were torturing him.
Bad.
He was in,
It had the plug in the sippy cup.
and then he
So
was
he
like
wasn't able to get any water.
traumatized by that too, because he would try to drink it and he'd be like, is this having anything coming
Is
out?
it, which way?
Right.
It was,
Why are you doing this to me?
it was pretty traumatic.
Yes.
And then he wouldn't put it all the way back. You gotta take it like a flask or something.
Like a shot.
Like a shot.
Yeah.
Like a shot. And you just wouldn't.
This gentleman starts school tomorrow.
Oh my God.
You guys also, right?
Well, we started
You start teaching.
teaching.
Yeah.
We've just been tortured for the last 3 days.